And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of Alignment Shift. Alignments are shifting. I personally am going from lawful good to chaotic good. I don't know about the rest of you. No? No one else is shifting on alignment? All right. Well, tonight we're down a party member for a moment. She will be joining us as soon as possible, but we don't want to keep this waiting much longer. So, let's get those out of the way before I'm narrating. Without further ado, we're going to dive into tonight's episode.
I do have a quick announcement to make. So people
oh, yes. Wait. I have an announcement, too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mackenzie's birthday.
It's not the announcement I was going to make. Yes. It is my birthday.
Woo, you outlived death for another year. Way to go.
Woo! Have a piece of cake and speed up the process.
Already got
he did.
already got whipped cream smashed in my face. I'm good.
There you go.
Sorry.
But your announcement, yeah, go ahead, Zay. Go ahead, Zay.
Missettings on Streamlabs and missing the VODs. I do not have the first 2 episodes of our stream ready to upload. So unfortunately, those have been lost. There's no way I can get them back through Twitch, as far as I know. I do have, starting at episode 3, I do have episode 3 to upload, but I'm having trouble with uploading it because of file type or whatnot, but I'm trying to get that as fast as possible on the YouTube.
Coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Hopefully. So
hopefully.
That was my quick announcement for that.
Yes.
We're going to do a cartoon reenactment, right?
Yes, absolutely. We have the entire Winter's Crest Festival to get through.
That's right.
That we missed. The descent into the underbelly of the city. Zapala emotionally breaking down and smashing a whole bunch of crates.
It was great.
Those crates had it coming.
It was beautiful. But, so any other announcements? Anything else anyone else wants to go over? No? All right. So.
Happy birthday, Mackenzie.
Yeah. Yes. Do we want to sing Mackenzie a very pitch and probably not synced up because our microphones have a delay version of Happy Birthday?
I prefer not to.
think so. I can sing it in Korean.
I'm really tempted.
축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑해요. 생일 축하합니다.
Hey,
thank you.
I can also sing it in Spanish.
I already had it sang to me in Spanish, so that's good.
Okay, and
I know that one.
And on those notes, we will begin tonight's episode. So, last week, our session, we left the comfortable city of Whitestone for the benefit of the open road, following it southwest toward Singorn. A journey that started out well. A horse had an injury on its shoe, which bucked Glaive and Zapala from its breeches, but they were able to use a mending spell and fix its broken horseshoe and continue on their journey uninhibited, making their way further south out of the Parchwood Timberlands, where they encountered a large group of silver and black-robed knight-like characters who ended up identifying themselves as members of the Stalwart Watch, a group of evil hunters throughout the land who had the town of Turst Fields under quarantine after a outbreak of some strange illness was causing their inhabitants to be mirroring the symptoms of undeath. They were shambling and their flesh decaying and this insatiable hunger. The quarantined victims were inside a barn, and the rest of the town, though still functioning, being closely watched by the Stalwart Watch. They were led out of the city by a kind and spirited young member of the Watch, who led them out, got them to the other side of the quarantine, and bid them adieu. And they continued on their journey. And that is where we pick up, just on the outside of the Turst Fields, continuing our march towards Singorn. Is there anyone who wants to do anything special on the journey? Okay. So,
What time is it?
what time is it? Currently, as that final day draws to a close, it took most of the afternoon to get around the Turst Fields. So at this point, you're closing on the end of day 4 as night falls on the other side of the Parchwood Timberlands.
I think Eldorus probably, when he got some quiet time, would read that book that he picked up, Meeting in the Titans by Jorhas.
I gotta dig through my notes on that one.
And funny.
Wow.
Yes. So as you open up this book, it is the legend and a basic history of the Drow Empire, Jorhast, in Wildmount, and discussions on their following of Lilith, and a documented history on how the land of Wildmount was mostly destroyed during the Age of Arcanum, causing the Empire of Jorhast to be this rocky, barren wasteland where they are forced to live underground, basically, because it's so uninhabitable on the surface. It's a dark book. This, The Spider of the East is not a fun tale to read. It's full of bloodshed and nightmare fuel. Anyone else doing anything this evening?
Yeah. I would like to find Glaive.
Glaive is currently teaching Safala.
I see. I would like to sit in.
Go for it. I mean, I only have one book, but I guess you can share.
It's okay.
Well,
She's
go on, we'll
short.
play for a minute.
I can peer over her
Well,
shoulder.
just-
You're not like reading it
Oh my
to
god,
us.
this is
or-
a Russian nesting doll thing.
Why
Fails
can't it?
lap, and we're all just pointing at the book, going, "This is that."
I need artwork of this.
That would be great.
Came over here to learn, not to have physical contact.
This is how we teach my way.
All right.
Boy, I have some other questions that I do not need answered now.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so lost.
It's for the best.
Yeah. It might be.
Yeah. Anyway, so unless anyone else had other things they wanted to do, it goes by. Your watches seem to be uninterrupted as this side of the Turst Field, though no longer patrolled by the Stalwart Watch, appears to have kept down much of the other nighttime activity, just knowing that there is a very heavy presence no more than a league further back. Morning comes and your journey sets out for the next day. Who is going to lead the expedition onward?
Xavier will lead.
Xavier? All right.
And
Xavier, roll me
Eldorus,
Eldorus what?
Eldorus will aid him.
All right. Let's do the... Yes.
What is the surrounding area look like the terrain and the land? Is there vegetation? That's what I'm asking, basically.
There is, at this point, being the literal middle of winter, it is cold and it is barren mostly. However, as you exit the Parchwood Timberlands and make your way around the Turst Fields, the climate does shift slightly. The further south you begin to go over the next day's journey, the air begins to grow steadily warmer, not quite, spring or anything of the sort, but the further you continue toward Western, the lighter the snow becomes until it's merely freezing cold outside, but the snow around has subsided. You just see around you dead vegetation, grasslands that have blown over in the wind and are just lying flat on these very hilly outcroppings. And roll a perception check.
Oh, all right. I don't even have my dice out yet. I was talking too much. I'm sorry.
Get him.
Uh, 11.
11. Glancing over at one by hills, you see what appears to be a large number of giant brown boulders sitting on the crest of the hill. And as you watch, one of the boulders shifts slightly and begins to move aside. And it's too far for you to really make out what you're seeing, but this just mass on the horizon just kind of moves over.
Oh. Oh.
Are
Is
you
everything all right, Sapala?
The giant boulder thing moved
What giant boulder thing?
in the horizon. Can you not see it?
Uldoris, you glance over and you see just this easily 6 or 7 foot tall, just brown mass, probably about 400 feet away from you on the edge of the...
What is that?
What are we looking at?
And I point at it so that everybody can now see exactly what she was.
Fail.
Oh.
At this distance, it looks like a great big brown rock.
Apparently, it moved.
Could I have Beak fly up in the air, get a bird's eye
Yeah.
view?
Have Beak roll a perception check.
Okay. He has advantage. 21.
21. As Beak crests the other side of the hill, coming up from a different angle, what you see through Beak's eyes is not a mass of rock, but this billowing fur in the wind that's rustling back and forth as the wind comes over the prairie. As Beak flies closer, the head of this beast comes up and looks into the air toward Beak, and you just see this huge bull-vined head with 2 massive horns around either side of its head look off toward the south as Beak flies by.
Would Xavier know of what this creature might be?
You know exactly what this is. As you see the horns of this would be a plains cow.
Ah.
These cows are damn big.
I'll come back for my senses. Have Beak come back, and he's like, "That's don't worry, just a plains cow."
A cow?
A cow.
A
yes.
plains cow.
A plains cow.
Can we make it our friend?
Are there plains cows in Wild Mountain?
No. Plains cows are indigenous to the Dividing Plains.
What's a plains cow?
Okay.
All right, let me read.
Zapala
Let me
hasn't
read here.
seen a plains
well,
cow.
Native to the Dividing Plains, the hulking plains cow, an exceptionally sturdy beast of burden used by the people of Central Tal'Dorei for centuries. Though herds of plain cows still roam the prairies, domesticated plains cows are now used as mounts, pack animals, and sometimes livestock. Very empathetic beasts, often bond with a rider for life. They stand 6 feet tall, weigh 2 tons, and live for 70 years.
It's a
Damn.
big freaking cow.
I want one.
I want to eat one.
An entire one?
I want one.
Make a friend with it.
Are we gonna go steal a cow?
No,
Well, I mean, they're
the cow's
treated
gonna
as
come with
slaves.
us. Weird.
No, the cow would slow us down.
I want a cow.
I mean, you slow us down.
That's true.
Burn.
I mean,
But I'm on a horse.
I mean,
Can I have a cow?
can't you transform into it now that you've seen it?
I don't want to be one. I want one.
Can you transform someone else into one?
Eventually.
Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Does she have polymorph?
Gotta hide.
I don't think do druids get polymorph.
I think
so.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a 5th level spell?
It's a 4th.
Okay. Oh god.
Technically, I can.
Uh-oh.
Why do you need a cow to ride when you already have Glaive?
I look up at Glaive. Would you like to be a cow?
No, none of that. I will headbutt Vale if you turn me into a cow.
Why specifically?
Why me?
Never mind.
Because I'm not going to attack Sapala. She's too adorable.
That's fair.
That's very fair. You can't argue with that logic.
Nope.
I want a cow.
You can. Beak Saga, like you can transform Beak into it.
I was just gonna suggest that.
And then I can command him
Is-
to hit things.
Is that permission?
I mean,
That sounded like it.
That definitely sounded like permission.
yes.
Elena!
Hi.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
she just sounds weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, my
Sounds
voice
fine.
is a little off because I'm a little.
No, it's your mic.
So,
Yeah,
No,
it's your
you're
mic.
do you want me to go get different headphones then?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Please.
I'll go to my car.
Yeah, you sound kind of tin canny.
Oh, you do get polymorph.
Oh god.
Are you going to cast Polymorph on Beak right
Wonderful.
No, we'll save that for another time.
Another attack.
All right. As Sapala sadly rides by the Plainscows at a slow pace, her gaze never leaving this massive, majestic
Wait.
beast as its fur billows in the wind. You make your way another half day's journey. Xavier, what was your survival check?
I was never asked to make one, but I'll
Wave
make
to
one
the
now.
cow.
I did before Sapala asked about what she see around her.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you're about to, but I'll roll it now. I'm gonna roll this one. Modded 20.
Modded 20. All right.
19
So
plus 1.
unabated, you make your way through the cold weather and through this grassy plain area. The hills go up and down as far as the eye can see. You can watch as the wind ripples across the dead grass, sending this wave of energy across. You crest one hill, and glancing down, many miles away, you can see a massive town cresting the horizon. But that's not the first thing you see. The first thing that comes up is a massive tower emanating from the center of this city. A huge stone monolith with a golden dome at the top, projecting a small tube from the edge of the dome. And by small, I mean large enough to see from hundreds of miles away. Or not hundreds of miles, but from many miles away. Before you stands the city of Western, at least a day's journey out.
People.
Hard left.
Hard left. Is that what you all are doing?
Yeah.
All right. So, veering your horses to the left, there is no road. Oh, no, there's a road there, isn't there? Hold
No.
on. Yep, there
No,
is no
there
road.
isn't.
There is not a road there. Let me
No.
look at my actual map, not the one Bill drew. All right, so we
We're
are
trailblazing.
trailblazing it. Now, real survival check at this point.
Not me.
Everyone or
I'll
one
do it.
person?
Sapala,
Drew-
you got it.
Yes! I'm so excited.
Say the Druid Ranger.
She just can't hide it.
Cow
Okay.
inspiration.
So excited.
Okay.
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 22.
22. All right. So glancing up at the sun that's in the sky, barely visible through the haze. It's not a clouded day, but this thin layer of vapor in the air masks most of the sunlight. However, taking note of where it is in the sky and the time of day, you orient yourself directly southward, where Vale and the rest of the party have figured out that there is a road further down that you're going to conjoin with. You veer the horses off into the tall grass, and were you not upon Glaive's horse, this grass would easily be past your shoulders. And you begin to make your way toward a small wooden a wooded glade, a little bit further south, but without any issue, you make your way down there. As you bring the horses through the trees, you find a small deer path that allows more easy access for your horses to go through and begin to travel for the rest of the evening until do you press through the night or make camp?
Shall we go a little bit longer?
It'd be a better idea to make camp while we have enough light to see what.
And some
Yeah.
cover from surroundings.
And it would be nice to give the horses a break.
All right. So setting up in the glade where you
Set up my
entered.
bubble.
Instead of what?
I set up
It's
my
bubble.
bubble.
Oh, okay.
The amount's
I
different.
heard instead of my butthole.
Yeah, he sets up his butthole.
That's a heck of a wizard trick.
Yeah, that
Quick,
works.
everybody climb in.
Aww.
Big Me's Magnificent Mansion.
Oh, my.
That gives that a different meaning altogether.
Okay.
It does.
I felt
ignoring,
awkward.
Ignoring what I heard there,
Please.
for this evening, I need to know shifts. So, who's going to
See
take first?
Paula?
watch?
See, Paula wants to.
Okay.
I'll-
So
I'll
first
take you with
evening,
her.
and Xavier. All right. I would like your perception checks.
Aight. Homie.
Would you like me at a disadvantage? Human.
I'm sorry, I'm in a really good mood tonight.
That's good. That's what we like.
I love
That's
it
good.
when you're in a
I'm in a good mood too.
good-
Want me to make
Is
mine
it
at
the flowers?
disadvantage since it's dark out?
Ooh.
Cal.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over everyone.
Should I make mine at disadvantage since I don't have dark vision?
Yes.
Ooh.
I got a 23.
Natural 20s.
Well, one of them is. The other's a 19.
Disgusting.
Oh my God.
24.
All right.
You're just jealous.
So as the
Make
sun
this sick.
sets early this winter in the dividing plains, the area around you is just alive with life. You hear many nocturnal creatures begin their hunting rounds and moving around you. Small foxes come running through the grass, and at one point during the night, you kind of hear this boom as one of the foxes runs head first into the side of the bubble. You hear it
Oh.
runs back off into the grass.
I've seen my cat do that.
But the rest of your night goes by peacefully.
During this time, I will be whittling on the things I was whittling on.
Okay, you
Covering
continue your whittling.
I'm
All right.
just gonna be basically just right near the bubble and near Xavier. I just want to be like in the grass, just like
You sit down in the grass and you watch as throughout the night, even at one point, a tall deer comes walking through quietly. It walks daintily, its head low to the ground, and eating what appears to be some berries off the forest floor. As a twig snaps nearby, its head perks up real quick, and its eyes fixate directly on your Sapala. It stands motionless, its ears twitching in the breeze. And then without a sound, it just bolts.
She saw me.
yeah.
Alright, I got a 21
Tuck and
for
roll.
the carving.
Okay, you made good progress. All right, so as your shift comes to a close, who is going to relieve this evening?
Doris.
I'll take a shift.
Everyone,
Everyone.
apparently.
Okay,
So-
me and Bill got the last shift, it looks like.
Fine.
All right, so Elena and Eldoris, I would like your perception checks.
Doris had a 17.
17?
That'd be a
Okay.
23.
23. All right. As the two of you sit in the grass on your bedrolls, kind of keeping an eye on the surroundings, you feel the breath of nature just around you. Partway through your shift, you hear what sounds like a large cart come barreling down the road. You hear the sound of wheels rotating on gravel as something heavy and the sound of hooves clacking against the stone through the wind, and some kind of driver with a whip. You go, ha! Ha! Sounds like you're not too far from a road and someone is trying to make good time in the darkness.
Uldoris immediately stands up and in the bubble. Oh, you can't see through the bubble.
You
No,
can.
we can't.
We can see out of it, right?
Yeah, you can see out, but I believe that Xavier made it opaque, correct?
No.
No? Okay, so it's clear.
All right, I'm going to try and see if I can see what we all hear.
Roll another perception check.
That is a... Oh, I don't know if you heard me, Cal. 21.
Oh, no, I did not hear you, actually. So 21. Okay. You glance through the trees, your tiefling eyes focusing through the darkness, and with your dark vision, everything is this shade of gray outside. But even with that, you focus past the trees, past the dead foliage, and you can just barely make out, passing by, a bunch of lanterns on what appears to be a large circular wooden cart, like a barrel laid on its side. And it very quickly through the trees goes by a man on top sitting on the barrel, hitting a horse with a whip, and it just vanishes out of sight immediately as you make eye contact with it. Or not eye contact, but as your eyes fall upon it, it's through a thicket of trees that you can no longer see through.
Doesn't look like he was being chased by anything.
No, just looked like he was in a hurry.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
Agreed.
So, listen, Elena.
Yes, your best.
I know that you and Belle had some words earlier. And I want you to know, we weren't necessarily trying to... I was the one who asked the question of whether we should tell you about what happened. I think my reason for doing it was you've had a lot on your plate. A lot of things with Whitestone, a lot of things with your parents, a lot of things with your brother, everything that happened with Liam. You've had a lot. And, no, I think we were trying to spare you some of the further anxiety. We were worried. At least I was.
But not telling me made me worry more and gave me more anxiety. Because Gilmore is like an uncle to me. He is family.
I understand. Well, yeah, maybe not. I don't really know what family feels like, but I will say this. I have learned in my short few years that regardless of how close someone is to you, worrying doesn't help. It just hurts you.
No, but not knowing hurts as well. Not knowing if they're safe, not knowing. All I knew was that he had disappeared. I didn't know if he was taken or if he left on his own. I just knew that he was gone. And y'all decided that I shouldn't be privy to this knowledge because y'all feared my reaction. Which I understand I can be a little overdramatic. but I still wish that y'all had told me. I wish that you hadn't withheld the note from Gilmore as long as you had. I also need to apologize to Vale because my anger towards her was not warranted. It's just been a couple stressful weeks.
Yes, it has. No, maybe you didn't hear me very well. I was not worried about your reaction.
Oh.
I was just not trying to add to your stress. I figured you'd be upset either way. But
That's very true.
my intention, and I hopefully, I'm speaking for everybody, but I think our intention was to do good by you, not to hurt you.
And I appreciate that. I'm less worried about Gilmore now that I know that he left on his own and what he is doing. I don't know if you read the note or not.
I did. I was the only one, though, that I know of. I was the one that was upstairs and found it. And I made mention that he was
In Ankara.
in Corral, yes. All these strange names of places I don't know. But I did mention that's where he was, and of course, the others were able to figure it out with their. I don't know. I didn't share anything else. I put it in my pocket, and you were the first person I gave it to.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. Yeah, well, maybe being away from Whitestone will be helpful to my stress level. Or maybe not, depending on what happens.
Well, either way, we have a lot ahead of us, and I think, as worried as we might be about Whitestone, I think we need to put all of our focus and attention on what's in front of us. Worrying about what's behind isn't going to help us.
I agree.
As the two of you finish your evening on watch, you cannot shake the feeling, however, the entire time that you are having your conversation and keeping an eye out, that as much as you are watching your surroundings are watching you. The feeling
so
of
uneasy out here in this open wilds.
Yes.
I feel like
Perhaps somebody is watching us magically or around us.
it's Gilmore checking in on us, making sure we're okay.
Wait, who? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Who did you say?
I said maybe it's Gilmore checking in on us, making sure we're okay.
Probably. Make sure I haven't done anything stupid, although I have.
I fell out of connection there for a second.
All right, welcome back. And the 2-year shifts end, and we come now to Glaive and Vale's shift. So, perception checks from the two of you.
My dice scare me.
They should.
You know what? Can I give Vale the help action?
Yeah.
All right. 2 1s. Here we go.
Oh no, you don't have dark vision.
I do have dark vision.
No, she does.
You do?
I have
All
health.
right, go for it. Advantage.
Well,
So I think you and me are the only one that don't have dark vision.
like, I almost want to record my dice rolls because it's just that upsetting.
So terrible.
Well, I got an 11. I rolled a 2 and a 4. The streak continues.
You need to take a look.
But, your shift
Yeah.
goes on for several hours unabated. At one point early in your shift, you swear that you hear a loud crash in the distance.
Oh, not again.
In
But-
the distance.
You're not sure if it was just the wind or a tree or what could have caused that noise, but you definitely heard what sounded like something large falling.
Not again.
But
What's wrong?
as you wait,
Last time I heard something like that, it was where creatures in the parked woods. A
Where
year
in the
ago, it feels like. I can't pinpoint it.
Right. Glaive draws weapon,
shing.
and that's how I'm going to spend the rest of my day or watch.
All right. As the morning light creeps, with the two of you on edge, watching the woods with haunted expression, the wind dies down as the early morning light creeps over the hillside. You glance around you, keeping an eye on the trees and the leaves as they move. You notice, for the first time, the sun hits this small glade. You were not in the shadow of trees this entire time. Covered in vines and leaves and shrubbage, your camp is set up at the base of two small monolithic stone pillars, destroyed by time and withered against all odds. You appear to be at the base of a hill that leads up with these pillars, where at the top of the hill you see some larger stone hinges.
How did we miss that?
I don't know.
Is there any writing on the pillars?
You're not awake.
Oh,
Ah.
sorry.
Hey, DM, is there any writing on the pillars?
You wish to leave the bubble?
No, because I can't get back in.
Yeah, you can.
We had this
Then
discussion
yes.
last week.
I forgot. I've slept several times since then.
I rewatched
you say y'all can freely come and go. I'm the only one that can't leave it without dispelling it.
I watched the VOD. Well, part of it.
Yeah, I leave the bubble.
All right. As soon as you
And I'll
step
give
up,
my-
you feel this chilling air as the temperature-controlled climate inside the bubble hits you. And while it's not anything for you to really worry about, it is momentarily difficult for you to catch your breath as the sudden change in temperature hits your lungs. You regain your composure and approach one of the pillars, brushing aside the dead foliage upon it. Make an investigation check.
Man, I'm bad at these.
Roll better than me.
That looks like not bad, and I'm on my spell page for some reason. Over here. What did you say? Investigation?
Yep.
That'll be a hard 11.
Hard. Not hard to notice, however, as you brush aside the leaves, there's not so much writing upon these pillars. As you run your hands across the wind-pocked stone surface, you can gauge that there was at time symbols carved into here, large, almost hieroglyphic-like in composure. However, they've been so destroyed by time that you can barely make out what they were, let alone what they meant. Clackety clack clack clack.
Is that you?
George.
I can't mute my headphones anymore.
Wow. You didn't do it.
You can
No,
make
anyway.
you can make a key shortcut on your keyboard to quickly mute yourself in Discord.
Later.
Hey, Vale. I'm gonna go see what's up at the hinges.
How far away is that?
Good question.
The top of the hill, probably just a good short walk.
Oh, okay. I feel less dumb. I thought they were like right next to us. It's like, wow, how did we miss this?
Well, all right. My point being, as DM, when you came in the evening and the wind was blowing and everything, they looked like trees. But
Yes.
as the morning light crests and the wind dies down, you see they aren't trees at all. They were stone pillars.
Yes, it makes far more sense now. It was a failure of imagination on my part.
Gotcha.
All right, this is the morning, right?
At this point, it's probably another half hour or so before the rest of the party will begin to rouse.
I give Xavier a nudge.
What?
Go for a walk up the hill. Keep an eye out.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
Rolls over back to sleep.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, and I hand him Beak.
Oh.
Like you're just holding the bird.
No, he's on my arm, and I just.
Yeah, I know. I received the bird.
No,
You've given me the bird.
How to make it out.
I'm just kind of looking at it like, what do I do with this?
Put him on your shoulder. He's nice. He doesn't bite. Hard. Pet.
Okay.
Glaive is already almost halfway up the hill.
I start walking.
Have fun.
As you briskly jog up the hill in the chilly morning air, catching up to Glaive as he begins to make his way up the small hill, you pass these stone pillars, some of them chipped from wind, others completely knocked over, and you can see obvious gouges and slash marks in them, as though bladed weapons had hacked into the very stone. As you approach the top of the hill, you see a massive circular surrounding of similar stone pillars, but rougher hewn from the ground around, more naturally placed than hand carved. In the center lies a solid stone edifice, this carving into the ground that appears to be a covering to an entryway of some kind.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna probe that for a groove to see if I can find an entrance.
As you step closer, and your foot marches through the grass, Glaive, you notice as you step, the grass no longer crunches as an organic matter beneath your feet. Instead, you hear this clattering sound as you take a step, as though you were walking across broken bone. And you take another step, and something juts up out of the ground, and you see the handle of a rusted blade in the ground. As you take another step forward, are you going to continue to approach the entrance?
I'll pick up the broken weapon.
All right. As you go down and kind of pull back the grass for a moment to take a look at what you see, the entire area on the top of this hill is littered with rusted weapons, armor, and bits of bone across the entire surface of the top of this hill. At a quick glance, easily 20 or 30 lay dead here for a long, long time.
I'm gonna stand up real quick with a skull and a sword.
You have about half a sword in your hand. Just the no longer even a handled weapon, just the very core of the tabard, and about a third of a blade that has rusted to the point where it will do no good.
Fair enough. Isabel.
Yeah.
Sorry, DM was about to speak. Hello?
Hello?
I wasn't about to speak.
Oh, sorry. You know anything about an ancient battle that was fought among monoliths?
Do I know anything about an ancient battle?
Roll a history check.
Fun about monoliths.
Look, I have one job. It's a stupid job.
And it's punching people with knowledge. I'm a librarian and
Wait.
really good at it.
Did you say with or without with a disadvantage?
I did not say with or without. I just said roll a history check.
Excellent. Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
I didn't even believe it.
As he asks you about an ancient battle among monoliths, a cold chill runs up your spine.
Yeah,
Perfect.
thanks. It's cold in my house, okay? I got it.
And you begin to, your brain just suddenly clicks as though, oh shit. Where are we near? Western?
Mm-hmm.
You remember a legend of a place known as the Shade Barrow, a tomb in which many treasure hunters have sought but never come back alive, or nor have they come back entirely dead.
Lovely. This sounds like it could be the Shade Barrow, frequently sought after by treasure hunters, and even more frequently, the Tomb of Treasure Hunters. Oh my God, Beak's a cat.
Man, you are good at spells. I didn't even see you do that.
Me neither. Wow, I'm so powerful. I can do anything.
I did it during my watch.
Damn.
He was looking at me like, put me down.
I'm not sure
but yeah,
anything.
and judging by the surroundings, I would say that the rumors or the legends are accurate.
I wonder if I have to speak with Dead.
Oh gosh.
Wait. Does the skull I have a lower jaw?
Currently, yes, it does.
You could find one.
Oh gosh.
I am not going to attach somebody else's jaw to this skull.
He
That
won't
is
know.
some freaky shit, and that is not okay.
He won't know.
Sometimes Glaive stresses me out.
Yay.
Sometimes Glaive stresses me out.
Okay, as interesting as that would be, I'm a little wary about you casting for obvious reasons.
Cough and hack as much as you want.
Huh?
Whoever's done the coughing and hacking can cough and hack as much as they want.
No, I'm coughing because I'm legit sick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now you feel bad.
Actually, it was me, so therefore.
Oh. Oh my God, it's a plague.
She's turning into a zombie.
Well, Zale, I could do just a little bit of my voodoo, so you can ask it 5 questions and get some first-hand knowledge of this place. Come on, you want to ask York some questions? Yeah, you got it. I win.
Sure, fine.
This is gonna go so well.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
I take a step back with the bird.
Holding it out in front of you like
Get back! I got a bird.
Take the bird.
Like holding
Glaive,
it,
I'm
like,
gonna give you the bird.
Beak starts to peck her fingers.
Damn bird.
Anyways, I wiggle my fingers, I speak some foul, foul words. And blood leaks from my hands and covers the bone until they are a bright ruby crimson. I
You
cast a
watch-
spell.
You watch as the blood that seeps from his hands begins to form muscle and sinew around the skull, forming this crude muscular structure, allowing the jaw to articulate. And
That's gross.
in Glaive's hand begins to drip ichor upon the grass below, soaking in. As he finishes casting, the skull, which had been motionless before, suddenly
That's unsettling.
Ask your questions, Vale. You have 5.
Is this the Shade Bearer?
it is.
How did you meet your end?
I was slain by a vengeful spirit who shrieked and cried till dawn's light came.
Okay. Doesn't sound great. Do I have any idea what that sounds like? Because George has an idea.
Sure, you can make a knowledge arcana check.
Alright. Give it a shot.
So, since I'm like slightly awake, since she nudged me, could I take a look through Beak's senses and whatnot?
You can now, but you're gonna pop in at this point in the conversation.
That's totally fine.
I got a 21.
So 21. Many vengeful. Oh, God.
Now
Sorry,
the
my headphones got caught on the.
They got him.
chair. The headphones
The
got caught on the
vengeful
chair.
spirit got him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What
no.
happened?
Sweet Saren Ray.
He roleplays it so well.
What question was it?
There are many vengeful spirits out there.
That was not of the.
However, the shrieking variety is typically known as a banshee.
Cool, that's what I was thinking.
Banshees.
Oh, those are fun to deal with.
Oh yeah.
Out of character.
Same. Have you ever tried to fight a banshee with your bare fists? I mean,
Yes, I was a druid.
I shot him with.
I
shot him with
I
a
guess-
gun.
This will die.
Thank you.
Saren Ray's blessing upon you.
How many others did you travel with?
I came alone.
Oh, well, there's your problem.
Don't sass the skull, Vale.
Sassed me. Was thinking about it.
No. How many you have?
Did we see the entrance?
Are you asking the skull?
I'm asking Glaive.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 feet that way.
Okay. Just being
It's like an arm's reach.
certain. Do we know how to open it?
No. And
Do
since
we-
he died out here, I doubt he will.
That's fair.
Feel free to ask. I mean, there's plenty of other skulls, and I have more slots.
Let's see. What was your name?
Tariq.
Okay.
Tariq the Hammer.
How far did you get?
You
I mean,
stand- you stand
Nope.
upon the ground on which I was slain.
that's fair.
And that's all 5.
That is.
And with your final question, the skull begins to wither and turn to ash in Glaive's hands, and the very bones beneath just turn into this fine powder that blows away in the breeze. Like Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
there it is again.
Like Tom,
You just got that.
it just registered because
That was funny.
too many inputs in my brain at once.
You're all disgusting people.
Deal with it.
Oh man, that doesn't make me feel too good.
Well, all right.
If it means anything, I don't understand it.
Have you seen Infinity War?
Yes.
I have.
Spider-Man?
Oh.
And Dave.
I literally cried for like 30 minutes after I saw
me
it.
too, don't you
Thank
worry,
you
me
so
too.
much.
Don't you worry, I did too.
Mhm.
And now I'm gonna go and
Great.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Do we want to hang around here? Sounded like what he was talking about was a banshee.
He also talked about coming here alone.
Yeah.
Plus, there's an entire trove of treasure beneath us. We could use that for ourselves or to help other people. Powerful
Yeah.
magic items. We could get some of those too.
And who knows? This could even be the whole legend of this area could be a cover for the cult.
That is entirely true. Would be a very good idea for us to check this out just a teensy bit more. Help me find some more skulls. We can ask more questions and be better prepared.
Okay. Before we do that,
Beak is like staring at Vale like, the fuck?
don't look at me like that, bird.
He just takes his talon and goes like this above his eyes.
I'm holding like around the waist.
Flies back around, lands on Glaive's head.
I don't think we should expend the energy questioning more skulls.
Let them lie dead.
That's not a sentence I expected to say. So we should get the others.
Go ahead. I'm going to see how these people learned about the location and what lore they might have about it.
Well, I knew about it. I knew the general area.
Oh,
It's
do you want more? You rolled a nat 20 in your history check, right?
yes.
With a nat 20, I will give you all the information about the Shade Barrow you want. Do you want all the information?
Sure.
The Shade Barrow was once a monolithic henge used as a ritual site for the Hierophant Druids known as the Dawn Circle. But their shrine became their tomb during the Iron Rule of Drassig. After Terse Drassig's death, the trade unions of Western laid claim to the unowned land. From there, the Dawn Circle was abandoned and the Dawn Circle's abandoned and treasureless burial tunnels were purchased from the unions at a great cost by an eccentric baron named Civil Howless. His obsession with its history led him to be interred there upon his passing, and the tomb was outfitted with protections and supposedly the remains of his fortune. Since then, it has been all but forgotten, save for his grandchildren, and they deny any involvement with the Forgotten Crypt. Despite this, treasure hunters and historians still seek it out, occasionally find it, and the infamous Shade Barrow. If they ever return to civilization, it is as a wailing spirit, cursed to eternally torment whoever they thought of in their final moments, or as a shambling corpse focused only on murdering their loved ones.
All my loved ones are dead. We're fine.
Now, when you say we,
I'm fine.
that's better. Now, again, now that I've told you all of this information, is this something we want to check out?
How many of these people do you think came here alone and then had to fight a banshee?
Oh. More than a few.
Well, we're not alone. We're relatively powerful.
All right. Well, I'd suggest not opening the entrance until we have a little bit of backup.
Well, yeah, there could be arcane locks, tripwires. I can't figure that crap out.
We're not alone.
God sneezed at us. Okay, maybe we should go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's cool. You can have your creepy
Easy, guy.
tomb.
Have your creepy tomb.
I would like to check for traps.
Sure. Make
Oh,
an
we're not
investigation.
going to get the team first?
I'm just looking. I'm not
Okay.
interacting except visually.
I'm still looking through Beak's eyes, just wondering what the.
Let's roll this
fuck
die
they're
because it's a
doing.
bad idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to wave Beak away and tell him to go get his master.
You can literally talk to him.
Yes, master.
What am I rolling?
Investigation.
Ah, that is an 8.
There's a thing there.
There's a thing there.
However, whether or not it's trapped or not, you run your fingers along the edge of the stone, and you can't quite seem to get your finger under it at all. And you pull out a dagger to try to run it beneath to see if there's any kind of tripwire. And as you stick your blade between the rock, it gets kind of stuck in there. It's still stuck.
Hmm.
Need
Can
some
I
help?
unstuck it?
Make a strength check.
Oh.
During this,
Glaive,
still being able to hear and see through Beak, I immediately start getting everybody around. Seeing as how it's almost time to wake up anyway.
Yeah.
I appear to have wedged a dagger in this slab.
Truly, you are the pinnacle of your kind.
I know.
I go over and I try to de-wedgify it.
Make a strength check.
Strong enough to stab the stone, but not strong enough to dislodge it.
Well, you didn't
Like-
stab the stone. You just kind of like
Right, I
dragged it
know.
along, and then it got wedged in there.
Modded 20.
With one hand, you just look at Glaive and pull it out, never breaking eye contact.
Thank you.
It's chipped on the end.
That's fine. It was not so much for combat. I can sharpen it later.
At this
A working
point,
bag.
Xavier, you've gotten everyone awake at the camp and kind of filled them in on what you've been wanting to fill them in on.
What I've seen,
What you've
Yes.
heard.
I see dead people.
Oh, those two.
Wait, they were speaking to a skull?
Yeah, Glaive cast something and it gave it like.
Okay, I like
Jaws
pack up my
somehow.
things and I start to head out because
I swear I can't let them out of my sight.
I
Didn't
popped the
do
bubble.
anything.
I mean, are you really surprised?
No.
Exactly.
As I'm exiting Cal, do I recognize this place by chance?
Who was this?
Elena.
Oh, sorry.
I say, how can you forget Elena? She
Excuse
drops
me.
her name all
New,
the
new
time.
number. Who's calling?
New number, who dis?
New campaign, who dis?
Glancing around.
New earring, who this?
Can I have
Glancing around, you do not recognize the sparrow at all.
Okay, that's great.
If you are referring to what I think you are referring to, that was near Vassal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As we start going, I'm gonna pop the bubble and go, Sapala, grab my hands.
She grabs them?
I
So
start
forward.
flying that way. Lifting her up with me.
Hello. This is just you and I, Eudorus.
Wedding
In
system
fact,
is
I'm angry-
maintained.
I'm angry at him anyways, so.
Well, listen. I mean, you're nice and all, but I'm gonna join the rest of them and make sure they stay.
Old Doris, the turned down king.
Damn.
It is
Oh, I
not at all what I meant, Eudorus. I
Never.
mean, it's us and I, it's you and I up to the hill to meet everyone else. God.
Sassmaster Supreme.
Oh my gosh. Xavier is Peter Pan.
But with,
I can
but
fly.
but blue instead of green.
And wait,
with
you're
flames.
Tinkerbell.
It's getting
Now, wait a minute.
they get into it.
Wait a minute.
Kind of take that offensive because I do not like Tinkerbell, but okay.
Peter Pan's my gig, okay?
She
Whoa,
was
step
Oh, I'm
up.
sorry.
I'm the one with the shadow that has a mind of its own.
True. She does have a
True, it's
shadow.
very true.
Xavier can fly.
So can Doris if we took the right spell.
All right, which one of you has an arch nemesis with a hook?
Oh man.
Eudorus?
I don't know. See,
Fail.
one of us has an arch nemesis with a
Don't want to talk about it. It was a bad time.
Do you have an arch nemesis, the Hook Veil?
You're not
You have an arch nemesis who has a demon hand.
True.
Sounds like an anime.
And he's D&D canon now.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
He is.
What?
Yeah, Archon
happened?
is D&D canon.
Oh yeah, I see. I thought you said D canon, like no longer canon.
Oh, no. No, he's very canon.
Oh yeah.
He's actually
Why is he canon now though?
Because he's been working with the people who make D&D.
I have a wand of Speak with Dead. Why don't I use a spell for it? Damn it!
Because
Because it looked cooler.
I think the
Alright, so I
wand
make
charges
my
don't
way
come
up
back
the
as
hill.
fast.
Xavier, I can barely hear you.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Can everybody else
I
hear
think
me
it's
okay?
because everybody's louder.
Yeah,
I
you're
can
just
hear
you are a
you.
little quiet.
Am I?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
What if I do this?
Sorry.
That's called for.
Okay, guys. Let's
Makes me
stop
feel like you're in my
trailing
ear.
and get back to the game.
Time for an ASMR. I'm just kidding.
No. Time to get back to the game.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right, back in the
By
game.
the way,
guys.
Glaive, that
Hey, Whitney.
mending you did with the horseshoe,
Horse. Yes.
is that seems far less, how do I put this, demonic than the rest of the things you do?
Oh.
Great sentence.
And
I was wondering if you could teach me something like that.
yes.
He's my teacher back.
Not now, obviously, but
Well, no, there's a ton of people coming up the hill at us.
that's right.
You know, this actually reminds me of one time that I was supposed to defend some noble, and I was at the front door with a bunch of barbarians running up at me.
What'd you do?
Well, I killed them.
At this point, the rest of the party comes up the hill.
And
See, I would have
story.
failed by this point.
All right, so the rest of the party in tow with Xavier, Elaine, and Paul arrive at the top of the hill where you see the in the entrance to this area and the scattered bones around. And Vale and Glaive discussing murdering you as you approach.
We were talking about orcs and barbarians.
I'm gonna fly over with Sapala and place her on Glaive's shoulders.
Oh, jeez!
On Glaive?
Oh.
Where did
He
you
was just
hear
so
a
startled.
V?
I didn't hear, I just heard you.
No,
Glaive,
and
why are you
Glaive.
talking to skulls?
Because I wanted to figure out why a bunch of people died around here. Turns out it's because there's a bunch of treasure beneath our feet.
It's
Can't
actually
you
really
just let them
interesting.
rest in peace?
I'm
That's
actually
not
well on this one. Sometimes disturbing is not be good.
I got a lot of buzzing on that, but what I got was sometimes disturbing a tomb is not a good idea.
Essentially.
I agree with you, Doris. Do
I'm
we
think-
know what's in the tombs?
Well, supposedly there's treasure. Alternatively, given the location, I think it potentially might be a holdout for members of the cult,
It's a trap.
given its proximity to the mountains.
There's
Okay, and-
also mention of a banshee, which can turn people into wailing spirits.
Is there a crack in the door where I could like see into the tomb?
It's almost more like a well. Like there's a big stone slab, a circular stone slab over another circular stone slab that's just sealing up this hole in the ground.
Oh, so it's in the okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that going inside this hole in the ground is a great idea right now? With a
Potentially.
possible banshee.
Killing the banshee is probably a better idea.
The last guy that was here was alone.
Well, we don't know if he was the last guy. We just know he was
Oh,
one of
that's-
the guys.
That's fair, but presumably everyone after him failed also. And everyone before him.
Oh yes, so us going in there is definitely a good idea.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I said potentially. It could be beneficial. We left Whitestone to try and find sources of power to help. We could potentially find something here.
And rid the world of a
Oddly enough,
threat.
that is slightly logical.
And save
how-
future treasure hunters.
Say how about how much of an area does this stone slab as a doorway take up?
I would put it's about 10 feet by 10 feet. A little bit wider, so probably about 12 feet by 12 feet.
Oh man, we're not high enough level for telling.
Yeah, and that's not a 5-foot cube, is it?
Is
It
there
is not.
You
Damn.
need to be this level.
Make an investigate. Okay.
You need to be level 15 before you enter this tomb.
As you attempt to move it, it pops up a level requirement not met.
You know, I'm having second thoughts.
Why?
You're having second thought.
No, that was.
Oh, that was a joke.
As you search the surrounding area, a message pops up. You must purchase the EA DLC for this expansion.
Stop.
Uplay is required.
There goes our EA sponsorship. I'm just kidding.
Sure, make me feel more guilty that I pre-purchased Anthem.
Oh,
Probably gonna regret that.
Not brought to you by Anthem, by the way.
Not brought to you
We're
by
not
Anthem.
sponsored.
Not by anything.
But if you want to sponsor us, feel free to message us at Lineman Shift on Facebook or here on Twitch. Or
EA,
YouTube.
I will do my best not to sully your name.
We'll
No
allow
promises.
that you're-
No promises.
We're sponsored by our passion for D&D.
Yes.
That's right. Also,
And-
fluids. Drink some today.
And friendship.
Yay! Stopping
Ruined some
vampires.
today.
Stopping vampires since last week.
I think that was a couple months ago, but okay.
Well, yeah,
Hashtag
last
love
week,
wins.
but that was last week in game.
That's true.
That's true. Boy, we've had a busy week.
Okay, so are we
What a busy
going in or are
month.
we not going in? What is the decision here? Do we want to take a vote?
In?
I do say in.
Cool, I'll just be the only one raising my hand.
Well, I can't see you.
Oh. That's right, we have a
I
visual
don't
barrier.
raise my hand.
You know,
Paula, what do you
bit
say?
of a bit
I don't know
more,
how I feel about this.
a bit more of an adventure went into it. I'll say in.
You'll do it.
Ah, shit, that's splitting the party.
Oh dear. This should not be up to me. I don't.
I don't want to go in. I don't have the best path to dungeons.
Mm, uh,
There's also more of us.
By 5.
DM, what is my shadow doing?
Glancing around, your shadow is wow, I love this question. It's like an immediate, like I have to stop and think for a moment. Your shadow it's near you, almost in a closer than attempt. It's not attempting to disguise itself at the moment, and it's directly on your back in close enough proximity to be nearby if something happened, but hard to glean what direction it wants you to go, but it's protective.
I got a weird question.
Sure.
What focusing on that warmth in my hand, how do I feel about this?
Everybody, let's ask our gods.
Make a wisdom check.
Ooh, a wisdom check.
Am I gonna have to summon Demon Daddy to get a straight answer?
Not yet. Ooh, I am not wise.
Somebody put that in the quote book.
5.
Do I have to summon Demon Daddy?
5. Even with such a low number and where you're standing, you feel an uneasiness with this location centered around that warmth.
Crazy
Well-
question. How do I'm just kidding.
How does Beak feel about this?
How does Xana feel? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How do the bird buddies feel?
Well,
I'm gonna start lifting this stone tablet if we're not gonna do anything about this.
DM,
Yes.
I would like to commune with nature.
Oh, bloody my knee. Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just need my table.
Bloody my knee.
Nature is grumpy this morning.
Apparently.
Oh boy.
Nature is in pain.
You focused your druidic energy, and as soon as you do, you feel this surge of life around you. And as your mind enters the land, you feel it pop up in the very stones around you. And you feel this
Additional DLC
connection
required.
to the ancient druids who built this place, that this very location is built on a ley line of magic that fills the entire land, and you just feel boosted by everything around you as you feel it just wash over you like waves on the beach.
See, Paula, you're dancing again. Are you okay?
She does do that a lot, doesn't she?
This is hard because I've never used this spell before, so I'm trying to figure out
Mhm.
what I should do. It says in the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within
It
3
does.
miles. Okay.
You get 3 questions, and I believe it's 3 questions. And they have
Very
to
so.
be basically think of it questions nature can answer. You know, how deep does this go? What's the weather like today? You know, things like
Are there
that.
hordes of undead in your cavernous
Yes.
reaches below?
Actually, how deep does that go would be a good question, so I'm going to ask that.
As you reach out into your mind, focusing on this entranceway before you, you feel it stretch down below in a horizontal path about 100 feet below the surface, encased in very thick stone, and then branch out in a spider web of networks, crisscrossing around for maybe 600 feet
Okay.
in all directions.
All right.
The entire hill that you're standing upon, it's a network built into the hill you're upon.
Okay. Can it tell me about creatures that are...
You can certainly try.
Well, I'm going to try. I want to
All right.
know what kind of creatures I'm...
What kind of creatures?
Just basically anything about creatures that are inside the cave I'd like to know about.
Okay, so as you focus, asking nature even further to delve into the cave, you sense a large presence of undeath emanating from every hallway beneath you. Not 1, not 2, not 5 blips on the radar, but more than a dozen come to mind.
What is this, like a familiar presence?
No, you have never. Well, no, you have not sensed anything of this kind before.
Okay.
That would be really funny.
Does it seem dangerous to me?
That's one of the questions you're asking of nature?
Yeah, so basically, should I be like wary of it or whatever?
As you ask nature what its opinion on whether you should be here or not, you get this overwhelming sense of run, get out. Something terrible happened here in nature, and it has scarred and cursed this land.
All right. So I come back to normalness with all my people.
Come back.
Who's she talking to?
I don't know.
I'm not going in there.
She's
Oh, you're
speaking
back.
to nature, guys.
I'm not going in there.
Make it sound like you do that all the time, Elena.
So pedestrian.
I'm not.
I'm sorry, when Keyleth is your aunt, you're used to this.
Name drop.
Ignored. That's chill.
I was supporting you, Savala, okay?
I wasn't talking to you. I was saying that what I was saying was being ignored, so I'm going to go sit down by a tree and wait.
What did you find out?
Well, nature told me to run and not to go in there. Therefore, I am not going in there. Something bad has happened, and it has cursed this land, and I don't want anything to do with it.
I'm with you. I think we should leave.
How far has it cursed it?
Huh?
Cat? How far does the curse spread?
Sorry, Beak likes some Mibka noises.
How far?
How far?
Well, There
George,
is,
pay attention to your cat.
from what I understood, there is several undead things in there, and it's been cursed for centuries, and I cannot.
What if we could remove the curse from the land?
Removing something that large would take quite a bit of magic.
Well, we could do at least a little bit of cleanup.
It's like buying a new mansion. You have to clean up after the people that you just got rid of.
What is
I'm not sure that's buying a mansion.
what is the area around the stone doorway look like? Is it more stone? Is it just laid on top of loose dirt?
As you look around the ground, besides the rusted, century-old armor and broken bones that just litter this entire area, you follow the stonework, and it appears to be stone that goes deeper than the earth around it.
Okay. I'm
I'd
not much
rather
for
let-
heavy lifting.
I'd rather
Fine.
let the dead rest in peace.
If it's cursed, then they're not resting, and they're not at peace.
If they're undead, I agree with Glaive.
I mean, there's one way to find out. DM,
Mhm.
I would like to lift.
All right, roll a
Do you
strength check.
lift?
Do you even lift, bro?
We're about to find
Would this
out.
be lift or athletics?
Strength,
Schneck.
athletics.
Sweet. 19.
You
Doesn't-
press your fingers under this massive stone slab and get your legs up under you and begin to, and it doesn't even move.
Oh, wise guy, huh? You win
Yeah,
it.
totally.
I didn't say anything.
All right. Well, then let's see what Daddy Glaive has in his pockets. I'm gonna stop using words like that because that just is not
Thanks.
comfortable for me.
It's not comfortable for us either.
Anyone.
While he's attempting this, I'm gonna quickly close my eyes, wave my hand over them. When I open them, detect magic appears. I'm gonna take a look around.
Okay. Glancing at the ground around you, you do not see much. It's only things in sight, right? You can't see through walls or anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, nope, nothing. Everything here seems to be mundane.
That's what we're all wearing.
I have a sword that is magic. I don't know what you got.
Is there any writings on the entrance tomb thingy?
Glancing at the stonework on here, it does appear that there were at one time some form of carving. However, it appears to be too weathered to make out.
Wait, could Glaive, could mending repair this writing?
Who? What? Huh?
Cool. Huh?
Who has mending? Somebody has mending, right?
I have mending. I just was doing spell research. I'm sorry.
Could mending repair the writing on the tomb entrance?
I'll try.
I don't think it can.
I heard somebody be really quiet.
Spell research time.
She said, I don't think it can.
Well, it says the spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic into such an object.
He's not trying to do
Right,
magic. He's
but
trying to do
it's-
the mundane.
Yeah.
Player handbook. Player handbook. Player handbook. Player handbook. I think size is of part, and I think
It's
I'll
like
allow
a
it for like
1 foot radius.
for like a 1 foot radius.
Is small.
Are you? Where is my player handbook?
I don't know.
Where's the monster? Oh, there it is, under my monster manual.
Guys, he's got his monster manual up.
Mending. That's backgrounds. Mending.
Kayla, come this way. Look who's here.
Meld with stone mending. Spell repairs a single tear in an object you touch or break, such as a broken.
I can't see you.
Oh well,
Okay.
Christian is here.
I would basically say
Oh,
that
hello,
you could
Christian.
probably, with your mending spell, you could probably repair one symbol on the entire stonework around.
And then I would have to go around and recast the spell every. Oh man, that'll be tedious.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I need to switch on my headphones. These ones are making a weird noise.
That may
Alright.
not be the greatest idea then.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Had to switch out my headphones. All right. So are you going to cast mending on the whole stone?
Well, I am currently doing. Oh wow, I don't want to use that, but I kind of do.
I take a step back.
Same.
I don't have anything that can act. Oh, hey, I have stone shape. Okay.
You have it
Okay.
prepared?
I do not. I will have to use our little 10-minute thing to switch it out. But if everybody's okay with that, then I can just move the slab out of the way.
Okay.
Fine, I guess. Just kidding.
All right. So you're going to take a 10-minute break to relearn stone shape?
If that is okay with
Break,
everyone
break.
else.
Everyone go to that?
Yeah.
All right. Then we're going to take a real life 10-minute break so I can pee.
Oh,
That's on the internet.
Wow, that's an early break.
He's gotta pee.
It's
When you gotta
it's
go.
close enough.
When
It's
nature
close enough. We're
calls,
20 minutes off.
Nature calls.
Okay.
And nature
Snuggles
said,
likes that I called myself Daddy Glaive.
Wow.
All right, we will be back.
Ah!
And we're back. Did you miss me?
Always.
Yes.
Damn it. I'm not
What?
trying hard enough then. All right. So, without further him-hawing growing, welcome back, and we're going to get going right where we left off with the party, trying to figure out how they're going to get inside this tomb. So, Glaive spends 10 minutes and remembers that he knows how to cast Stone Shape.
Well, it's preparing it. He knows he can cast it.
And
not a wizard.
Vale,
Sorry.
calm down.
He's just a friend.
excuse me, it's been a long week.
It has.
So, Glaive, you come back to the recollection of Stone Shape. So what are you going to do?
I am going to look up how the spell actually works. Alright, instantaneous casting. I can move no more than 5 feet in any dimension and form it into any shape
Any shape. Got it.
that suits my purpose. Oh my god.
Good job.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands and stab them into the stone, casting the spell, and just start moving it like sand.
Okay. So you watch as Glaive just sinks his hands into the stone and begins to pull it apart with his bare hands like molding dough. The center of this stone caves inward as he does, leaving this open crevasse inward where the light fills and you see these stairs going down. Glaive, as the final layer peels back, there's a flash of white light. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Well, that's one way to get into a dungeon.
Ooh, yeah, that's about as hopeful as I could get. That'll be an 8.
Ooh, lovely.
My word.
Let me just pull my character sheet real quick, because that sounded like a fireball.
I am not excited about this.
Not as bad as it could have been. You take 20 points of necrotic damage as this just blast of dark energy comes pouring out and past you and filtering into the sky. The veins on your neck begin to pulse and burst, and you watch as Glaive takes just a step back from the hole, nearly sinking to a knee.
Oh, that's one way to clear out the pores.
And the sky is poisoned.
I turn to look at you with my face half vested.
Ooh. Ooh.
You might want to get that checked out. Oh wait, you're the medic.
Noted.
Stone
Cast
shape,
Cure
right?
Wounds on myself. Well, I am a Goliath. I'm part stone giant. Nah, I'm just gonna use Cure Wounds on myself real quick and pad out my hit points.
Okay. I'll trust you to do that on your own. So what's the rest of the party going to do here?
Can I peek in
Make
without getting a face full of necrotic damage?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm not looking in there.
That freaking
is
hurt.
Hard to read.
It's your body.
22.
22. Glancing down, you see roots coming in through the walls in this 10-foot wide path down rough-hewn stone steps that lead into the darkness. With your dark vision, you glance in further and you see it's just looks like a hand-carved tunnel leading inward where you see numerous skulls placed into the walls.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Elena. Whoops.
yes.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's
What were you
fine.
going to say? Okay. Could I borrow one of your arrows?
For what?
I'm going to cast light on it and ask you to fire it down the hallway.
Isn't it a hole?
Alright, very well. Give him one of my arrows.
I cast light on it. It is very crimson. It is very red. It is very much blood magic.
Wasn't
And I hand it back to you.
I was expecting you to prick your finger on the tip or something and do it that way.
Nope. Cut my finger on the wooden shaft.
Hmm.
Well, I shoot it down the tunnel.
All right, you fire your arrow tunnel in it. It goes in about 30 feet before the tunnel begins to curve downward, hits the ceiling, and you can see no further. The red light emanates from below, and you hear from inside this.
I think we awoken something, Glaive.
Draw my
Oh,
sword.
really? I never would have guessed.
Yeah, we weren't expecting that.
Not at all.
Okay,
That was
we
a
have
weird noise.
a mission that we are trying to stay on track. We're getting easily
Like I said,
distracted.
we're attempting to find objects of power to further ourselves, and there potentially could be something here. We don't know. But it's here, right now. And also, clearing this out could protect the people around that are dumb enough to go near it.
Like us.
Like us.
Hmm.
Thank you.
And what if this plan backfires?
I guess we will join the piles of bones.
That's great.
Don't worry.
Well,
The
well, if
lady
anything, we've
champion
done
of the
better.
Raven Queen. She'll get us out of this.
We cannot be dependent on the Raven Queen to save us.
Oh no, I mean after we die, you'll get our souls.
I don't even know what that means.
Either way, I'm listening for that thing. Is it coming any closer?
Make a perception check.
Yes, sir. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Roll high. Ooh, nat 20! The song worked!
Probably.
As you focus on the sound in the tunnel, you hear this high pitched sound coming from deeper within, but it does not appear to be growing any larger.
Okay, she's not coming at us. Let's see. Stone shaped lasts for.
Do we
How-
know how far away the creature is?
Not without
Yeah.
going in there and finding it. Oh, sorry. Shut up.
DM?
Do you know where how far? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking Glaive.
No, I was just asking you.
No, you're not entirely sure. I mean, it's close enough that you're hearing it. And it reacted when the arrow went down the shaft about 30 feet away. So it's at least within eyesight of 30 feet away.
So I guess we're going in.
Well, at this point, there's a large hole.
I mean, I can just cast it again and close it back up.
At this point, as you all stand around the doorway trying to figure out what to do, suddenly a piercing, blood-shrieking cry emanates from the cavern below. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, yay.
And we all die.
Yeah.
The end.
Oh wait.
Huh?
Nope. Never mind. Never mind. You just hear a whale.
Oh, I rolled well. I was so excited.
Well, it doesn't sound like an open invitation.
Can
to
you
us.
guys hear me?
Yeah.
Where did I lose you? I got disconnected apparently.
Never mind. You hear a loud wail.
Okay, I got disconnected right then. That was weird. Yeah, you hear a loud whale.
Those
Yeah,
are
I-
specific.
Sorry, I channeled my inner Dory.
Does not sound like an open invitation for us to go in.
I mean, it didn't when we talked about it. We mentioned the Banshee.
We
Would
did.
you still want to go in?
I'll start heading in.
All right.
I guess we're going in. I follow in after.
All right.
See, Paula is lingering at the entrance.
I close the door behind them. I'm kidding. I go in.
Well, Xavier could bamf out of there, but
Well, I could get people out.
all right. So I'm gonna need a marching order here.
I'm first.
Who's gonna go first? Let me get a pen out.
Might I suggest that Elena and I go first?
Nope, I'm already first.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
I'm going
Uh,
second.
See, Paula is still lingering at the entrance right now.
Vale, where are you?
I guess I'll go third.
Okay. Then Glaive, I assume, or Oldores?
Uldoris is hanging back with some.
All right. So Glaive next. To Paula, and Oldores at the entrance. Got it. All right. So before you see a long set of stairs evening out at the bottom. What are you doing, Xavier?
Oh, I have dancing lights up, and two of them are ahead 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
We still have light
Elena's
out.
looking for traps.
Behind Xavier, roll a investigation check.
That's why I said it.
I'll be hovering as to not hit any floor
Okay.
traps.
Who puts a tripwire 10 feet in the air?
Somebody who expects a
Also,
wizard.
Cal, I don't know if you saw my message, but I took the Dungeon Delver feat.
Okay.
Ooh.
See, Paula looks up at Oldores. I can't let them go in there by themselves.
No,
Buddy system.
no, you're right. I can't either.
I'm gonna stress too much.
I maintain my position that most of these people are crazy.
You're one to die.
Elena, what did you get for your investigation check?
26.
26. As Xavier is hovering down the stairs in front of you, he passes over the slightly darker stair than the rest, and as you come upon it, you realize that if any weight had been placed upon it, it would have set off some form of trap.
Can I disarm? I'm going to stop the group and I want to disarm the trap.
Okay, how are you going to disarm it?
This is where you get to be creative.
Can I figure out how it works? Can I do like a?
So with your
Check to see
understanding
how
with
it
a
works?
26, you realize that it's a pressure plate. So anything that pushes it down is going to activate. You're not sure how it's going to activate. It could be a pulley system. It could be an arcane sigil underneath that when it comes in contact with the stone will activate. You're not sure what it will activate, but you know that it's a pressure-based system.
Dang it. Can I see anything like, I don't know, like wires or something coming out of the pressure plate and like?
Make a
does
perception
that
check.
make sense?
Actually, no, make an investigation check now. Another one.
While she does that, Paul is gonna run up and climb up Glaive.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do not see any wires or any obvious mechanisms on the outside. However, as your eyes follow the stair toward the base of the step behind it, so like going down and you're kneeling on a step, the step that you're on, the wall below it, you find a long slit in the stair beneath you that follows the entire length of the stair.
Okay, Vale, can I borrow your dagger? Also, Xavier, you might want to, like, step back this way.
Float.
Okay.
Or float. Or, actually, maybe can I just shove my sword into that slit and try and break the trap?
Oh gosh.
I really thought she was gonna shove Xavier.
In the immortal words of Matt Mercer, you can certainly try.
Oh gosh.
Would that be a sleight of hand check?
No, this would be a strength check.
Can I be ready to help pull her out of the way if anything happens?
Huh.
I'm going to be out of the way, by the way.
That way.
You're going to go
That
that
would
way?
be a 15.
15. So you jam your sword in, and immediately you feel this this resistance on the other side, like you hit something on the inside. And I need you and Vale to make dexterity saving throws.
There it is. I know my odds are good, but I'm still terrified of rolling a 1. It
Oh no, did you?
No,
Is it 20?
it was a 2.
Okay, so question.
13.
So the Dungeon Delver feat says that I have advantage in saving throws made to avoid or resist trap. Is that what I'm gonna do? Is that what I'm doing?
That is what you are doing.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I like all the numbers that are around this 2. 20, 18, 12.
The two itself.
Not the
That would
2,
be a
though.
22.
22. As your sword goes in, you start to feel this pressure push on the other end of the sword, and very quickly you let go of your blade and start to push yourself back up. Vale, you reach down and go to grab her to pull her up, but miss completely as she's already back up. Just as Elena's sword shoots out of the slot, flying out of the stairs and down the hallway as this grotesque rusted blade comes out of the slit and covers the entire stair below. If someone had stepped down, it would have cut off their foot. And then it very slowly retracts into the slit again.
So I'm okay?
You are okay.
Okay.
But you see a small dent in the blade where your sword had been. But your sword now it clatters. You hear it. And by the way, is your sword magical?
Nope.
You hear a gross pinging sound and multiple sounds echoing as it clatters against the floor on the other end of the room.
That didn't
I'm
sound
glad
good.
that I have a second one and that wasn't my favorite one.
You have a favorite.
Pull a short
Do
sword
you
out of my
not?
bag of holding and hand it to her.
Thank you.
I had another.
Is there can I hear a ticking noise of the trap trying to reset?
Yes, as the blade went back in, you do hear a mechanical. And as the blade re-enters the step below you, you hear this.
Can I try and disarm it one more time?
How are you going to do that?
Can I?
Properly disarm it? What? Do you have an idea, Vale?
Can I try?
Sure.
Okay,
Go
we'll
ahead.
just jump over it.
What would you like to do?
We'll pull up my thieves' tools
Okay.
from my hair,
Just-
and and I will attempt to disarm it now that I've seen what it is and what it does.
All right. Are you putting your thieves' tools in the slit or on the step?
Is there seem to be a way to do it from the top, or
You don't know.
can I examine it?
Make an investigation check.
8.
You don't know. You do not know. So you bend down and trying not to get your face directly in front of the hole.
Yeah.
where the blade's going to come out. You try to see if there's any latch or disarming mechanism, and do not seem to see anything as you peer down there.
Okay, so the hole is in the front of the step facing down the stairs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so leaning back slightly, I want to push down on the pressure plate and slap my keyboard.
Okay.
So
And you're
just
what-
kind of,
And what are you going to push down on it with?
my staff.
Your staff.
Sure.
So as you press down.
Oh wait, hang on. Wait, where's okay? So the pressure. I don't know if you can see me right now, but the so stairs.
Hold on.
So-
I assume, are you drawing?
Yeah, I'm drawing on the map.
Hold on. Let me switch to the map.
So the
I love
pressure
it.
plate is here. Is the hole here
Yes.
or here?
First one.
Ah, that's different. I thought it was the second one. I was like, oh, this isn't a problem. I'll just use my hand. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I have this right. Okay.
It wouldn't be much of a trap if it were the second one.
That is accurate.
This is the idea of this trap: is you step down on the pressure point, the blade comes out and cuts you off at the ankle.
Gets you coming and going.
Get you at your Achilles heel.
Yeah, really.
Vale, I have an idea.
I'm not sure. What's your idea?
Get ready to hit it.
Okay.
I'll fly to where I can see it, and I'll
That's
use
not
mage.
very helpful,
I'll use mage hand
Xavier.
and press and push the pressure plate down. Hit it to
Okay.
bend it. And
Okay.
push down the pressure
The-
plate with my mage hand.
All right. So, Xavier, you go to do your mage hand. Vale, you ready the action to do this. Make a dexterity check.
Who?
You, who is doing a timed event with a
Just making sure.
shooting
Three,
blade on the ground.
2,
All
1.
right. Dex not saving throw.
Yep.
Right.
Dex check.
Okay. Okay. 12.
Okay. So as the mage hand comes down on the pressure plate, the rusted blade comes out of the wall, and just about a second later, you slam down on it your staff. But luckily, it was slowly retracting into the wall. And make a strength check.
Me? Oh God.
You're trying to bend a piece of metal with impact. You sound so shocked.
No one
Oh,
asks me to
maybe
make strength
I stole
tests.
the cookie from the cookie jar.
No, I did.
Is this
Wow.
an ability check?
Yes, it is.
Okay. No, I don't. Never mind. All right. Rolling. Okay. 16.
16. As you slam into it with your staff, the end of the metal bends downward at this awkward angle. It begins to grind against the pressure plate below, and you see this groove in the stone as it slowly begins to retract, and then you just hear the sickening nail on chalkboard as it grinds to a halt and stops with the blade still out.
Hit it again, just to make sure. What?
No,
Or
no,
put
you're
pressure on
good.
the
You're
pressure
good.
plate.
It makes sense.
So what you hit it again with the staff, and it dents
What?
even further down, pressing into the pressure plate and keeping it pushed down. And you do not hear the anymore.
Cool. That's not what I meant, but it worked.
Disarmed.
5 experience.
Oh boy!
I'm glad that worked. Although I thought my idea was.
Sit there and tinker with it for another 5 minutes.
This is probably about the time that Eldoris comes down the stairs and is like, "What did you?"
We
Oh,
broke the
crap.
stairs.
Ignore the rusted blade. Let's continue, shall we?
Watch your step.
Yes.
All right. So the rest of you make your way down the stairs,
there-
Elena checking.
Are there
I continue looking for
torches
traps.
or sconces on the wall?
There are not. The only thing going down are into the stonework. You see these like hand carved nooks where skulls line them.
Okay.
I
but there are
continue
no
looking
torch
for
sconces.
traps.
All right. You make your way down the rest of the stairway, looking for traps, and do not see any more as you go down. As you reach the bottom, Xavier, you glance up, and the hallway evens out, and you see a couple of collapsed-looking tunnels, but the one directly in front of you is still open, and at the end you see this light, this glowing white light in which a hovering entity is at the other end of the corridor, staring in the opposite direction. You see flowing hair, wispy and white, in the air, trailing off into a smoke. And she hovers a foot off the ground.
Get her.
Guys.
Get her.
That
Elena
was your
wants to
plan, Ray?
stealth.
I would like to stealth too.
So they did mention the banshee.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know about banshees? Are they friendly or are they more general hostile?
Make an Arcana check.
Hostile.
Hey, I'm good at those.
18 to stealth.
It's only what, plus 13?
Let's see Paula know what a banshee is.
When
Plus
I don't
12.
get when I don't get that,
13.
What'd you get?
Hey!
that's a one.
That was your
one?
plan, Xavier? Get
But
her?
it's a 14 if I add my arcana.
You have heard of banshees. Last time you remember a banshee, it was from some kind of bard song, and you're pretty sure he ended up sleeping with it. So they're probably friendly.
I think I did hear that one.
Don't want to put my hopes on that though.
Xavier doesn't know that. Xavier doesn't know he rolled a 1.
Does Elena know anything about banshees?
Sapala and Elena, go ahead and roll your Arcana checks, because I heard Kayla say that she wanted to know if you know about banshees as well.
Oh,
I would assume
I
this.
wasn't looking for a roll, but okay.
Oh, okay.
And
You don't know much about them. You know they exist as a spirit. They're a thing. You know they do something with screaming, but not much.
I got a 21.
21. Sapala, you have heard legends of banshees. Your adoptive mother told you of a local banshee that she helped the village get rid of. They are very, very malevolent. They are embodiments of vanity at times, and are the remains of elves who are afflicted with a curse that leaves them toiled and decaying until they transform into undead monsters.
All right. Do I know how my adoptive mother got rid of it?
She never really told you that much. She kind of just told you that she helped the village free them of a curse, but you're not sure exactly what method she used. Yeah.
All right.
Is this
Well,
dimly lit?
There's the moment there is actually there is regular light emanating from an arrow laying on the ground at the other end of the room, in the middle of the room.
There's also my dancing lights.
And Xavier's dancing lights, but there's also this red aura across the entire room.
Not sorry.
I'm purple. True.
Very true.
I am stealthing.
Same.
Same, and I got an 8. What is it? Yeah, an 8.
I'm staying back because I cannot stealth worth a damn.
I am constantly.
You all assume crouched positions, and Xavier crouching in midair.
I got a 26.
You lay down prone in midair.
I float up to the ceiling.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you go to the.
The spirit at the other end of the room does not seem to be reacting to you in any way. It's facing the other direction, just in place. And as you sit for a moment watching, you kind of hear this.
Oh crap! It's the witch.
Guys, turn your lights off.
Dang it.
Does anyone know how to deal with these things?
I mean, other than just attacking it, not really.
Are they dead?
I'm having like an internal debate with Saren right now. It's like it's crying.
See, Paula is going to approach it.
You suicidal little.
Oh god, no, see, Paula, don't approach it.
Doris is gonna try and, like, I don't know, grab at her collar or something and pull her back.
Make a dexterity check.
I completely forgot she was on me.
She's hopping down. Are you going to stop her from trying to hop down?
I am. I'm not trying to take the thing away from Eldoris, but I am going to try and stop her.
And I'm going to try and get away.
All right,
I
so
know.
both of you put out your arms, stop Sapala as she tries to move toward the spirit.
Mine is athletics.
Oh, wait, hold on. Kayla, are you fighting back at all?
I'm trying to go towards it. It's crying.
Okay, so yeah.
Hey,
I rolled rotten.
It's a trap.
Oh, shut
I
up!
don't care.
These are numbers that I enjoy.
I rolled a
See
3
what
plus whatever my mod is, which isn't great.
Would I technically be grappled?
You would be if you failed, yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
20. Modded.
Alright. I got... Wait, what would this be?
Either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, I forgot your set cards were up.
Take your higher.
I got a 22.
Would you have Liv?
Well, she got
22.
away from me.
Yes.
And Eldoris?
Oh no, Eldoris rolled garbage.
All right, so as you both reach for her, she just, with a sudden nimbleness, just darts out of your way and continues walking toward the spirit at the end of the hallway.
Come back. It's dangerous.
Well, you never know if you don't try.
She's only got a lot burner for somebody who was scared to come in here.
Well, y'all aren't doing anything.
I'm waiting for the people who think they're smarter than me to do something.
I don't think I'm smarter than you. I know I'm
You
smarter than
see,
you.
I don't think I'm smarter than you.
Guys, this is not the time to argue.
Have you met us?
I just don't know what to do with that creature.
As you are all talking, it begins to slowly rotate towards Sapala, who is now at the front of the group.
Crap. I'm not ready for this.
Abort!
Hide.
I have my sword drawn, and I am readying my action.
Okay. Anyone else?
How
Yeah, I'm
close is it
readying
to
an
us?
arrow.
About 20 feet away.
Great. I use Channel Divinity to turn undead. It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That'll be wisdom, and that'll be a 4.
Awesome. I extend my hand forward, all the skin peels back and reveal just a
Oh,
hand, and I send it away
What does turn undead do
I didn't
again?
have to be so.
because I'm a blood cleric.
he's been working on that one for a while.
Remind
I
me
really have.
what turn undead does again exactly?
It has to run
When
away.
a creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can.
Gotcha.
It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect.
All right. So as your hand peels back and this wave cascades over it, the hair that was covering its face is blown back, and you see this twisted, sickened, wordless scream as its flesh is peeled back, and these white teeth that are yellowed against the blood light in the room. Its eyes open wide. I need, as it begins to back away quickly, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's the best one.
Same.
Oh, that should be my best one.
No, it shouldn't.
Wisdom saving throw?
I mean,
Wisdom
second
saving
best
throw.
at least.
I got a 22.
Okay.
20.
19 for Xavier.
Okay.
Glaive has 17.
17.
19.
19. Am I missing anyone?
Uldor, I'm getting my page of hands.
Goes the die.
Wow, I have a really high modifier on that. 20.
Okay, nothing happens. The spirit suddenly it turns directly to its right, your left, and just flies headfirst through the wall, leaving this wailing cry echoing through the walls, and it suddenly turns silent. You hear further in, suddenly, from deep below, another cry. And then another cry, and then another, and then this chorus of shrieks emanates up through the bowels of this tomb.
Do we want to lead them to the surface?
How many did that turn?
We delved too deep.
I only turned 1. It's now running screaming from me.
Can I shoot it before it gets too far?
It went through the wall.
Went through the wall.
Oh, fuck.
Are there more coming around? Is that what you said, or
Is for what?
there more zombies or whatnot coming around, or?
You heard more screams, but you don't see anything currently.
Oh, question, PM.
Answer, player.
Is that challenge rating 1 or lower?
It is not.
Darn.
It
Okay.
doesn't. I was about to say. I think there's a CR cap to that.
There is. That's why I asked.
I don't know if I should ask this in character or out of character, but
Why not
do banshees speak at all?
With you had like a 26, right, on your Arcana or something like
both?
that.
You made me yawn.
I remember it was high enough that I told you pretty much everything you know about banshees. You do know that they have the capacity to speak.
Do I know what they speak?
You do not.
Okay. Depression.
Well, okay, so because you know that most banshees were elves, or yeah, the banshees are elves who were cursed. You know that they most likely speak Elvish at the very least.
Or Sylvan?
Would I know if they spoke? I'm trying real hard here. If they spoke.
Thanks, Snuggles.
Okay, like we have 2 half elves, and I don't know if Xavier speaks Elvish, but I know I speak Elvish.
I speak
and Sylvan.
Elvish. I
Celestial?
also speak Elven. or
You know that they
Celestial,
might speak Elvish.
or
Oh,
Sylvan.
right.
That's what you know.
Okay,
They speak a
couple
myriad
of
Alright.
ours
myriad of
speak
languages.
Elvish.
I know, but I want to speak with it.
Give him back his mouse.
You brought it back.
See, Paul's gonna walk back to Glaive and climb back up him again.
Shall we carry on, or are we going to leave?
My curiosity is sated. There's a lot of banshees down here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that again.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I got one more of those in me.
I'm.
But this freaking hurts.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
Yeah,
That looks gross.
I don't think that we are prepared for whatever this dungeon holds.
Oh, really?
You don't have to be sarcastic, Sipala.
I'm just
Oh no,
saying,
she's completely
I
entitled
warned
to it.
y'all, and no one listened to me. In fact, besides Eudorus listened to me. He was the only one who didn't ignore me when I was trying to speak. Thank you.
I
couldn't
didn't
hear
want
you.
to go in to begin with.
You were the second one in.
Yeah,
All right,
because I
let's get
wasn't
out of
gonna
here
let
before
him
they
go
come
in
back.
by himself.
Yeah.
We are leaving and continuing this argument outside.
All right, so the
Sure.
rest of the party, Tails, Stroke, and Puck begin to make their way back up the stairs. Careful to step over the jagged blade now, caressing the other step. Xavier floating over harmlessly. You make your way back up to the surface,
Oh, wow, that's
and
so funny.
are greeted by the dim sunlight as the early morning fog rolls over the hills.
I'm going to use the. Yeah, I am. That's another 4th level spell slot that I don't have for the day.
And you like molten clay in a bowl, you pull the edges of the stone back together and leave it just as flat as it had been before.
Yeah, I didn't know you were
And,
a potter.
With the end of my spell, I put "Do not enter" written in it.
It's going to
All
make
right.
more people want to enter.
Just love seeing
Wipe it away.
So often just fucking check a mouse.
Banshees inside, leave alone.
don't banshee open inside.
All right. You marvel at your finger painting in the stonework, and the rest of you begin to make your way back down the glade to where your camp had been set up, and grab your horses. I assume you are resuming your journey.
That was a good like half an hour out of the way. Let's go.
Should
Alright.
can we mark this on a map so that we know if we want to come back?
Sure.
Oh.
I don't have a map.
Vale, I think you have a map.
I have a map. I'm sure. That would be silly if I did not.
It's the map. It's
He's
the
got the map.
it's
The map.
the
Damn it!
All right, all right. What?
Gotcha.
See, Paula is not gonna ride with Glaive. She's gonna ride with Vale.
Ooh.
Somebody is upset.
That's an interesting choice.
That is an interesting choice because we were both for this at the same degree.
I'd expect you to ride with Eldoris or something.
Yeah, same.
I would like
ride with Eudorus.
Sipala,
Oh,
I'd like a perception check from you, Sipala.
Okay. $21.
As you ride away with the rest of the party, you glance over your shoulder back toward the glade, and For the briefest moment, you could swear that you could see a beautiful woman hovering above the stone pillars. But it must have been your imagination.
Man.
All right. So the morning journey continues as you make your way, following the blue line on the map. You rejoin with the road just a few minutes past where your camp was, and travel for not but... I love it when my notes overlap. And not but 5 or 6 minutes along the road.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
When you see a massive cart pulled over to the side of the road. Next to it, you see what looks to be a giant beer keg. Easily the size of the entire cart, and was clearly being transported by it. That is laying on its side with a very slow trickle of some amber-colored liquid pouring onto the road next to it.
Is there anyone else nearby? Can I look for someone else?
All right, as you stop your horses from riding by quickly, you pull back on the reins and see the horse that was at the front of the wagon is laying in front of it, the entire front half of its body missing.
What the fudge?
Holy crap.
As you look down at this, you suddenly hear from above you a very faint whisper. Don't make a sound.
Can I look up and find the source of the noise?
Glancing up, you see what looks to be a humble farmer, a human man in his mid to late 30s, who is about 30 feet up in the tree. He appears to be stuck in a bunch of the branches, and looks utterly terrified up in the tree.
I whisper back. Where are you hiding?
He starts pointing to the other side of the cart.
Can I get off my horse in stealth?
You certainly may. So you get off your horse, roll a stealth check.
Is this a forest, perchance?
This would be a forest.
Do I get advantage?
Yes, I think so, correct?
What?
I think you get advantage on that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh wait, no, you don't. It's just on checks.
Checks to track your favorite prey, I think.
Yeah.
What time it is?
Currently about noon. 23. As you come around the other side of the cart, very carefully placing your foot in the grass, making no noise whatsoever, coming around what you thought was the drowning noise of a nearby brook or other ambient forest noise, you realize was not ambient at all. You are met with the sound of and you see leaned up against the other side of the massive ale keg, a 10-foot tall, green-skinned creature of humanoid-esque proportions, sound asleep, and stinking of ale.
Can I do like a check to see if I know what kind of creature this is?
Make a nature check. This would be a very drunk, passed out troll.
All right, so I sneak back real quick, and I go back to the group, and I say, "There's a troll on the other side of the barrel.
Our troll's nice.
No."
How big does the farmer look?
A slightly, not overly, but slightly portly man.
This is someone
Probably-
I could carry easily.
Easily no, but plausibly yes.
I could carry him slowly.
For the best, what's his name? Did you see the movie Into the Woods?
No, yes.
The baker in that. I can't think of the actor's name.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
It looks like that guy.
about. Okay.
Do we want to take the troll out?
They're rather dangerous creatures, so it appears he's done good chance to take him out quicker.
We would get the drop on him yet.
What do I know about
it.
trolls? As a
Make a
player, I
nature
know-
check.
I say, as a player, I know a lot of things. Nature?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're
Can we
considered
just make-
monstrosity, so yeah.
Can't we just make
Actually,
the
they're
troll
considered
friend?
they're considered a giant.
Oh,
That would be a 16.
16. They are horrifically hungry. They will eat anything they can catch. And glancing around, you take a look at the front half of that horse and imagine that went very well with some ale. They have no real society to speak of, but they can work with ogres, orcs, hags, other giants, things like that. Usually demanding food. They're not really easily controlled, but they're generally a pretty evil creature.
Okay.
Um,
By the way, how proficient have I become with my sword?
You're getting there. You've trained with it like twice, correct?
Yeah, I mean extensive hours, but
Extensive hours, but training takes time. So you're getting there, but not quite yet.
Killed Elena.
shut up.
Cheated.
You did
Elena.
kill Elena.
No, I did not kill her. She is still alive. She is standing right there.
Is she though?
Is this a ghost the whole time?
We're all hallucinating.
You all never left Rhina.
Oh,
Oh,
we're trapped in the basement of a bunch of goblins and orcs.
this
Yeah.
is the only thing we can imagine to keep us sane.
Hey, remember when
I was-
when you guys did that save against the Crocata demon, and you were like, "Oh, we're immune to being charmed," and I was like writing notes and stuff. Yeah, you all actually did fall asleep anyway. This has all been a dream from that Crocata demon.
I don't
that
know
means
if
I'm a
that-
dream and I'm not real.
Pretty well.
She's
Like
the only
we
thing keeping
all,
us
as a
sane
group,
in our
as a
fever
group-
dream.
we all as a group, we created this very cute, adorable little halfling that gives out flowers.
it's really like an imp that's like poking us in our dreams.
And laying flowers on her body.
It's one of the goblins. One of the statues.
Yeah.
Or it's actually me and I'm using dream.
Could be.
Nestle.
Can I sneak forward?
You may certainly try.
Because I rolled a 29.
Oh yeah, like the wind in the grass, you begin to approach.
I'm gonna silently fly over it.
Just pictured Xavier flying above it with an anvil ready to drop.
I can drop a
Elena
fireball.
is going to position herself in a good place to fire an arrow.
Look of it, Xavier.
Oh,
Alright.
I quite like in the hearing. I think use fire. Don't worry, I got it.
Uldoris would like to stealth into a better position as well.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Paula is staying on the horse because she doesn't like needless death.
Glaive is preparing
He's
his
snoring.
spells.
He's snoring.
I rolled a 19
Sounds
for
are
self.
making me.
Okay. Very good.
Just rolled an 11.
Still good.
I imagine I'm like sitting on the overturned cart, looking down at it.
I'm just flying in front of it, just with my sword out.
Okay.
Yeah, readying an action.
All right. You all ready your actions? Are we all attacking the troll?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Except for Spala.
No.
Glaive and Sapala are not.
Everyone but Sapala and Glaive. All right.
And Vale.
So as
Oh, you're not
Snuggles
attacking?
said,
And
I can't attack it first. It's sleeping.
Fine,
so
you'll
just
attack after me.
Xavier and Elena.
No, Vale's also attacking. He's just not attacking first.
What? No.
I thought what you just said.
I mean, I'm waiting.
Oh my
I am readying an action.
So Xavier and Elena, roll your hits, and all these will be criticals if they hit.
Okay.
do I get my multi attack in this?
You do not.
Okay.
Well, she would get
Yes.
she would get the multi attack. She just wouldn't get advantage on. The
Yeah,
second
you get
one.
multi attack, but you only get the crit on the first.
So, I'm actually casting a spell, but that makes me attack. I'm using cantrip, makes me attack. So
23 to hit on the first one.
Okay,
oh,
that'll
this
hit.
is with advantage.
Actually, Elena though, at disadvantage because it's prone, and you're using ranged, I assume.
Even though it's big.
Yes.
21.
That will hit.
Okay.
23.
All right, yeah, that'll hit.
And this is a crit.
Yep. So roll your damage as a crit.
10. Oh wait, what do you mean? Roll it as a crit?
Because
So
they're
double the
crit-
die?
automatically hit.
Pretend you rolled a nat 20.
So,
15 damage.
$15, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
For the
Zav?
first.
So, let's say those two that damage. So with my sword, it's taking 16 points of slashing damage, and for those who notice, the sword starts to light up with green flames, but it vanishes before it strikes. And it also takes 9 points of thunder damage.
All right.
13 damage on the second hit, or 13 to hit on the second hit.
That does not hit. And you only have 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
All right. So as your attacks impact on his flesh, he suddenly and Glaive, I believe you're the only one that speaks Giant, and Sapala, you're starting to understand Giant. You hear him suddenly cry out into the forest, "What the fuck?" in Giant.
I understood that.
And I need everyone to roll initiative. Okay. 20 to 25.
25.
Was that Vale?
Aye.
I'm not used to the Scottish accent. All right. Anything lower than that?
Anything lower than that.
I
Yeah,
got a
14.
9.
Okay.
Everything lower than
15 to 20. Wow. 10, so what was 10 to 15?
14 for Xavier.
Oh no, my pens are all dying.
Oh no. Why are you using
What my white erase marker technically.
Ah.
Lower than what was anyone else in 15 to 9 or 15 to 10? Okay, 10 to 5.
I got
I got a
9.
set.
5 on Glaive.
Oh my god, Eldoris, where are you?
I got
Oh,
a
I thought
7.
you heard me. I said 19.
Oh. I didn't hear you,
Oh.
sorry.
What were you, Zave?
No, Eldoris is a 19.
No, what were you, Zave?
Oh, I was a 14.
Okay. Man, this pen sucks. All right, that's going in the garbage now. Cool. All right, so Vale, it is now your turn as this creature suddenly just like sits up, bolt upright, so kind of swatting at his face. Xavier right in front, kind of hovering backward as the hands start flailing wildly.
I will leap off the cart and thwap it with my staff
Okay, roll to hit.
twice.
Get thwapped, son.
Flapper's gonna thwap.
17
That'll hit.
and 14 for the second.
Does not hit.
Or do I have flanking?
Technically, yes.
More for the first hit.
Okay.
One more for 15 for the second.
That'll hit actually, barely.
There we go.
Alright, so that's a 15.
Where's my damage? Oh. Thought I wrote my damage down wrong.
Oh,
We're good.
I think for my attack action I add my proficiency modifier, but it still hit. I rolled 12 plus 5. So
23 for the 2 attacks.
23 damage.
Bludgeoning.
All right.
And then I'll throw a bonus action kick in there too.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That might hit. So hit it and crit it.
hit it and crit it.
That's 2 nats in an episode.
I know.
I'm so
Crazy,
proud.
right? And without
Killing it.
disadvantage. That's
Vale, you're
10 more.
caught up in the lore.
10 more bludgeoning. And it's magical if that matters.
Okay.
Pew, pew.
As you careen it with your kick, it.
Sound like you said,
Yeah, Glaive, you hear
You did.
in giant. What?
Sound like you said owie.
You hear him say, "Ow, bad breakfast."
Oh.
Anyway, Eldora, is it your turn?
Well, Doris was stealth. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. But he's going to, with bonus action, cast Branding Smite.
Okay.
And then for his action, he's going to do 2. Wait a minute. I don't know. I'm trying to remember how Branding Smite works. I don't remember if that's on melee attacks or spell attacks.
It's on melee. All smites are melee.
Never mind then. I'm not doing Branding Smite. I take that back. I was lying about doing that. I am going to... Okay. I am going to... I'm going to cast Witch.
Okay. Is that a save or a hit?
I have to make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Are you casting Witch Bolt? Nice.
That's what he said. Bunny bread.
It is a nice spell.
Pew.
It's 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay, and he's going to take. So it should be 5d12.
Ew. Ew.
Do we have a map for this? This is Theater of the Mind at the moment.
This is Theater of the Mind.
Do you need a map to beat up a troll?
No, but want to make sure.
Yep, no map.
Oh, map is sad.
Oh man, I'm rolling some really good numbers. $44 points of damage, lightning damage.
Rapers.
And then on each subsequent turn for the duration, I can use an action to automatically deal another 1d12 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Holy moly.
He was at 10 hit points when you hit him.
Oh. Okay, let's see.
5d12.
Yeah, just I don't know. I keep having flashbacks to when Sapala does call lightning, but it's not quite like that. So I reach out my pact weapon, and instead of shadows running towards it, I channel lightning through it and smoke the dude.
All right, this bolt of electrical energy from your scythe cascades toward it. It goes to reach forward towards Xavier, who's right in front of its face, and the lightning hits, and you see its body just shake and convulse and begin to smoke and smolder. The fire from Xavier's initial cut begins to burn this deep ember, and you just hear it and just careens over backward, crashing into the ale casket, smashing it open as the wood splinters around him, and you hear its death rattle echo from the inside of the keg. And it kind of gurgles a little.
Nice shot.
Did I overdo it?
No.
Maybe a little.
I don't think so.
The entire thing is smoking.
He was a bad guy, right?
You hear, "Ha ha! Oh, great job! Oh, I thought I'd be up here all night again."
I mean, we're not getting you down.
What?
Wait, we can fix this keg and take off of it.
Oh yeah, we could totally do that.
I mean,
But we're not going to.
Not serious.
Point, you saved my life. I suppose I can't argue with that, and my keg is destroyed, so if you really wish to take it, you may.
We do not need a keg.
Why did I have to be the voice of reason? I don't like it.
I was joking. Oh my god, people.
But no one argued with it.
I'll fly up and attempt to help him.
Oh, how are you flying without wings?
I just look at my boots that are on fire.
Oh,
Magic.
He's actually just very tall.
He's a demon. Stay away from him.
I'm sorry, what?
He's a demon. Stay away from him.
Don't listen to him. He is playing a joke.
I sit there and look at him, and as I do that, the fire of the boots flare up.
Oh my! Oh yeah.
Xavier, you're not helping.
What? So you have to have a little fun every once in a while.
So will you help get me down? Yeah.
Yes. Take my hands.
I shall indeed. Oh!
pull him, like fly him up, and then slowly lower him down to the ground.
Oh, look at me! Oh, I'm flying!
Yeah.
You're not flying. You're just tagging along for the ride.
Oh, I love this guy.
Oh,
Wow. Take
You-
the buzzkill much, Xavier?
you bring him down the 30 or 40 so feet from the tree to the ground. He whoo! Oh, that's the most fun I've had in years. Whew. Oh, thank you all so much. I can never adequately repay you for this. I am but a humble brewer, but if you are interested, where are you lot headed?
Well,
South.
we're
South!
heading south currently. Seeing where the
Oh.
road takes us.
Well, if you are going to continue along this road much farther, just about a day and a half journey continuing southward, you'll find just off the path a boat. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no rivers around, no water at all. There's an old mine that I've hidden beneath a rowboat. So if you see the boat, move it aside. I was going to head back there after I sell this keg, mine some of the platinum ore that is still visible there, and make a small fortune. However, I feel that you are more than willing and adequate and worthy of aiding me, and that just leaves some for me, of course, but have at it.
Can I
Insight.
insight him?
Likewise.
Make an insight check.
And
Definitely.
Which way?
Getting up to the dirty
South.
work.
Following the road south from where you are now.
Interesting.
And I'm getting advantage.
I had this goal to get a bunch of money. How about you take it?
Is that a nice
Pyramid
Get
scheme.
excited.
You had me at money. I stopped listening after that.
Natural 20?
Natural 20, you said?
Yes, because I get advantage from the dagger.
In that case,
I got a dirty 20.
dirty 20 and a natural 20. He seems like a genuinely has nothing but wants to reward you, and he's telling you a deep secret he had.
Well, that was foolish.
Thank you for sharing this information. I believe we currently do not have the time to spare. Wanted to
Know
try and
the
get to where we're go-
equipment in which to mine platinum.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's an abandoned mine. They have plenty of carts and axes and all things. The dwarves that were running that mine were run out years ago.
Run out
By
of-
what?
By what?
I don't know. I was just traveling the road, stumbled upon it myself, went in a couple, 10, 20, 30 feet, saw just piles and piles of platinum. So I brought over a rowboat, covered up the hole so no one else would find it.
This doesn't sound nearly as bad as the sheep barrow.
I did not catch a word
Say
you
again?
said.
I said it doesn't sound nearly as bad as the shade barrow. Could be a lot.
I love that legend.
Legend.
Oh no, the treasure's fake. We went in there. It's just a den of banshees. Don't go there.
I wouldn't know where it is.
Good. We're not telling you.
While this is happening, see Paula will go place a flower on the horse and then the troll.
Okay. I say, what's she doing?
Her own thing. She does that.
Placing flowers on those that have patch.
That's very nice. So,
right.
old William has, well, he's seen better days.
Which half?
That is an understatement.
I would say the front half has seen better days, and the back half has none left to see.
Oh my gosh.
The hind end is always last to get to the party, right?
I'm gonna start mending up his cart.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I have no horse to pull it, unfortunately. and I'm
Don't
still.
worry, I'll take care of that too.
Oh, what?
Don't worry about it.
How are you going to do that?
I'm just mending up the cart for now. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well,
I mean,
well, there's really no point. I don't have any left to sell at Western, so I might as well just cut my losses and start walking. How far am I from Western anyway?
about a
Day, maybe two.
Day, maybe two.
day by horse,
By
about 2
horse.
by foot.
2 by foot. Wonderful. I better get going then. Don't worry about the cart. I have places to be and only feet to get there. And he starts walking northward along the path.
Does he look armed in any way? Like,
Make an investigation check. Make a perception check, I mean.
This guy is just a spunky dip, isn't he?
I'd start taking a glance. I don't care. I roll 3.
3? Yeah, no, you
Plus
don't really
5.
see anything.
Well, Doris would like to check the body of the troll that he just waited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Investigation.
I'm gonna go up to Sapala. Would you like to help me bury the horse?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna find a good spot near the tree that the dude was in, and focus my hand and start moving like 5-foot cubes of dirt out of the ground.
Okay.
Xavier's playing Minecraft.
Basically.
You two,
Paul just start.
you two suddenly hear a.
Oh no!
Fuck.
No.
Oldores, what did you roll for your investigation?
Oh, Doris rolled a 15.
15. As you search through its remains, you find a small pouch attached to its loincloth. As you rummage through, you pull out a knife that appears to be made out of a clavicle.
Oh.
Cool.
Gross.
And an ornate golden brooch.
I should write this
that
down, shouldn't I?
probably,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I will.
at first glance looks very expensive. However, as you take a closer glance, it smells as though it has been used to pick the troll's teeth.
Ew.
Prestidigitation. I'm just kidding that over there.
And you can write next to the brooch. You estimate it around 500 gold pieces.
Hey Glaive,
Huh?
would you be able to put the rest, what remains of the horse in the hole here?
I take it
Gently.
and I put it in the hole, maintaining constant eye contact with Xavier.
You pick up the hindquarters of the horse, and with a little bit of difficulty, because it's still a heavy ass, you drop
Heavy
it
ass
in the
ass.
hole.
I can handle a bunch, or I can handle you all every day. I'm sure I can handle one more.
Oh, thanks.
He's calling you an ass.
Yes.
Still keeping eye contact with him, I move the dirt back into the hole.
And I start placing flowers on top.
All right, all right, both of you. Constitution saving throws for this a staring contest.
Well, this is gonna go poorly for me because I've been rolling like garbage.
Same. Oh shit, wrong hand.
17.
10.
I don't think anybody rolls as bad. as
Xavier
Zelda.
blinked for.
Shit.
I am superior, for my eyes are wetter.
All right, so you clean up after the horse, and continue your journey. Your journey. As the rest of your day comes to a close at your current level and with your evening plans, nothing eventful happens. Over the evening, you take your turns on the watch, and as the night progresses, a heavy rain begins to fall over the bubble, leading to restless sleep on some of you.
I can make it to where it doesn't come through.
No, I'm not talking about coming through. I'm talking about sound.
Oh, the
It's
sound.
just- it's loud.
sorry.
He can do that too.
I can do that too.
All right. So
Making
as people
passes
start to stir from the thunder and heavy pounding rain, you change your bubble to not allow in any sound.
It's too
As morning comes, you glance around the outside of the bubble to see that the plains around you have begun to flood slightly, and this heavy rain has turned into flash flooding, which is washing the gullies, and there's about a couple inches of water building up on the outside of the bubble in the ground. You can kind of see under it into the mud.
That's glorious. Whatever horses may have got wet.
Don't know if we'll get to very far today.
Well, better get out of here than have it.
Yeah, if we can
travel.
find a bit of high ground.
So Anakin.
No.
See, Paul just climbs up Glaive.
I'll press the digitation of the horses so they're not wet and whatnot.
Well, Sapala found the high ground.
He always finds the high ground.
Control water might actually be useful for today.
Hey.
All right. So where are you guys going? He's going to, or along the path that Bale has drawn.
As much as I'd like to visit a platinum mine, I believe that would take a good amount of time.
Hey, I agree. I think that is something that we should mark for ourselves and then move on. And somebody should be keeping notes.
Yep. All right, we continue onward.
All right. Someone make a survival check.
Okay. Click.
That's me.
Go down here. I click this. I got a 16.
Yeah.
16. I would like you to roll a d6.
Oh. Roll damage to the horses.
Smacks on the head by accident.
5.
Sapala, whose horse are you on?
Well, I had climbed up Glaive, so I'm probably still on top of Glaive.
Okay.
Poor horse.
I know.
As this has been, for some reason, fate has it always be your horse. As you are riding through the rain-drenched the plains between roads here, the uneven ground begins to jostle your horse up and down, and suddenly you hear the straining of leather as the combined weight of you and Glaive on the buckles on your saddle begin to give. As Glaive pulls back the reins to kind of see what's going on, you hear this snap, and the saddle comes snapping off, and the two of you go plummeting into the mud. But per usual, because it's the two of you, Glaive uses some simple mending and repatches up the saddle, and it doesn't take too much time on your journey.
I'll use prestidigitation and clean them off.
Yeah. Sapala, who's absolutely caked in mud, and they both look like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end of Predator.
I'm just gusting Sapala to help dry her hair.
Aw, thanks.
You spend a little while, and get them cleaned up and back on the road. Gotta mark down what day we're on now. Good lord.
So what day is it?
Day 8.
What month and whatnot?
Oh, hold on. Let me double check. Today would be Friday, the 26th of Duskar.
Knew it.
It has been exactly 1 week since we set out. Well, one week and a day.
And we're almost halfway.
What?
Nope, almost halfway.
What? Oh, lemon on a pear.
Squidward on a chair.
Wizard at a fair.
My hair.
Okay, all right.
All right, off topic.
All right, off topic. So,
Paula on a bear. Sorry.
Well played.
No, that was a much needed addition.
that was good. That was
Well
good.
played.
All right, so the rest of the day, the heavy rain continues, slowing your journey just a little bit. You make camp for the night in the middle of the dividing plains between the road and this open plain area. This evening, who cooks?
Well, Doris will help.
I can cook.
I raised my hand. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay, group effort. That was, I believe, Sapala, Vale.
See, Paula did
Elena.
not say anything.
Oh no, it was Elena. I'm sorry. You're okay.
I made good bear bacon before.
So who wants to be the head chef?
I made decent bear bacon before. I definitely should not, but I will
Vale
do
has
it.
volunteered. So with advantage, I would like you to roll a. That's actually an interesting question.
Last time it was performance.
Sure, roll a performance
With
advantage.
Go poorly.
During this time, I'm gonna be writing notes and whatnot in my. I'm starting to scribe Otilux's Resilient Sphere into my
Okay.
my book.
Okay.
Well, it's all about presentation.
Yeah, that's right. Doesn't have to taste good. Just has to look good.
Can Glaive be teaching C. Paula more giant?
Yep, I've been assuming that every night two are spending reading More Giant.
I want to make it known that to Glaive that I am not happy with him, but not tell him. Just be
Silent treatment.
learning.
13.
Do you understand?
13. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So you prep up the rations that you've been holding on to these past couple of weeks, and you forage some berries from the woods around you and prepare this rather nice meal compared to just eating the plain rations. You kind of make a dinner out of it and present it to everyone. The night goes by pretty well. You all sleep in relative comfort inside the sphere and wake up in the morning. However, Elena,
Yes.
you wake up with really bad stomach cramps
Oh,
Why?
because you have food poisoning from Vale's cooking.
I failed to prepare rations.
So for the betterment of this journey, for the next day of this journey,
Pre-made
Elena,
food.
you have one level of exhaustion.
I got dysentery, essentially.
Not all make it on the Oregon
I
Trail.
am
Do
so
not
glad
hit this
Xavier
trail.
didn't get it.
I'm
All
so
right.
glad that you didn't get it.
Well, no, it'd be funny because I
It's
had
too
food
real.
poisoning earlier this week.
Oh,
Too
That's
real,
true.
man.
That's true.
all right. The heavy rain continuing through this next day.
Is it raining as we're traveling?
It is raining as you're traveling.
I'm gonna be using.
I hate
I'm gonna
this
be
so
stopping the rain,
much.
waterbender style.
What are you stopping at?
I'm using shape water.
Shape. Okay. Hold on, I gotta pull my real map here because I'm like a little disoriented compared to my computer map and my real life map.
Yeah, this one's a little squished vertically.
Yeah, I can tell. Trying to figure out. So okay, so you're on that road. Got it. That is a road. Cool. All right. So you re-merged with the road at this point, from where you had been before. The Silver Cut roadway.
I'm just giving Vale the stink eye the whole journey.
Jeez, nobles.
All right. Continuing on, you eventually come across a river that at this point is swollen. and it looks as though the recent rainfall has caused it to become very dangerous waters. There's a rickety bridge across, but it appears to have a couple of people standing watch at the mouth of it.
We might want to wait to cross the river.
Do they look like friendly people?
Make a perception check.
Or are these those jackasses that like stop in the middle of the road? Hey, I know that person in that car. I've had that happen before and I hate it.
You run over those people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit their car.
I got a 13.
13. They look pretty average. They each have a sword on their hip, but they look to be simple peasants.
Wait, is this the Felony Lane gang?
The Felony Lane
gang.
I don't know what that is.
Never mind.
I feel like you're making a reference to something, and I feel like I should know it, but I don't.
Never
I'm
mind.
sorry.
Clearly, us New Yorkers don't watch this.
All right, what are we doing, guys?
See, Paula wants to give them a flower.
All right. As you walk up to the two gentlemen holding, they appear to be holding a rope on part of the bridge, and looking out over it. You see on the other end of the bridge, there are other people holding ropes at the other side. They're kind of holding on to parts of it. As you walk up, they kind of give you this weird eye as you extend the flower, and they do not take it.
Bad
That bridge is not safe for us to cross, see Paulo.
See, Paul says hello.
Hello.
Are you okay?
Well, fine. Just making sure that the bridge is safe and stays tied nice and tight up here. You gonna cross or what?
I don't know.
Yeah, say it yourself. Only a 5 gold toll.
So I have to pay. I have to pay you to cross?
Well, someone's got to pay me to stand here and make sure the bridge stays nice and tight during these rapids. If someone doesn't pay me, who knows? Bridge might become untied. Could be dangerous.
Okay. See, Paul just walks back to the party.
Glaive is going to go to the left of the bridge.
Okay.
Glaive is going to cast Control Water and make a passageway through the water.
He's Moses.
It's better than what I was thinking.
You could do that.
Well, let me read up on Control Water. There.
Part the Red Sea.
I'm using the redirect flow.
Wow. What was this, Control Water?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I've read the player's handbook. I'm never going to need to know how that spell works.
You lied to yourself, Cal.
I did. I really did. Continual flame, Control Water. 100 feet on a side.
Is that Undertale that you were just speaking?
Redirect flow. Okay, so Glaive is stepping out into the path of the water, and as he does, he just brings up his arm, and the water just begins to cascade around him back up the river, causing all the water on the other side to just flow down further, leaving a completely empty riverbed. Up on the edges of the river, the water begins to pool around and actually begins to overtake the road that you guys just came from and is pushing down around the other side. You watch
Come
as
on, let's go.
the people on the bridge just stand in awe. A couple people just like run over to the edge and watch this whole thing going on.
I cross with Glaive.
Same.
See,
Same.
As you make it halfway across the river, is everyone has entered the river at this point?
Yeah.
yes.
So, maybe?
I
As
am on
you-
top of Glaive.
As you make it halfway across this river, you suddenly hear this, you feel this tremble in the ground, and as your eyes focus on the edges of the river where the water was cascading, you see the natural erosion where the water is now cascading over the dry land. The road suddenly cracks.
Nice
And-
going, Glaive.
Everyone on the bridge suddenly just like looks up and like, oh no. And the entire bridge just starts to get pushed downriver by the redirection of the flow of water.
Nice
And
going,
we
Glaive.
crossed the river.
That
What
guy
was
was
that?
very
We're
awesome.
across the river.
Yeah. After about how long's the casting time on that?
The cast. Oh, the
Or no, I'm
casting
sorry,
time
not casting.
or the
Not
duration?
casting time. How long's the
The
duration?
duration is 10 minutes concentration.
So with a hurried pace, you make your way across the river because I'm not sure if you're looking at the map I'm looking at, but this is a very big river. So it takes you probably about 8 minutes, maybe generously, at a brisk jog to make it all the way across to the other side. And you allow the spell to dissipate and the water kind of flows naturally, but you look behind you and you see just a path of devastation where this heavy flow of water was changed and destroyed part of the road.
Nice going, nice going, Glaive.
That's
I'm sorry. I'm not like feeling great. I'm sorry.
So did you choose redirect flow with that?
Yep.
Oh, you probably should have chose trench.
Yeah, I looked at it thinking that I should have, but that guy is an asshole.
this was funnier.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, you did just kill about 15 bandits.
Oh no.
But yeah. And I
Like
think
heart
that's as
water.
good a stopping part as any, right there.
Just
I'm
nonchalantly
not worried
killing
about it.
15 bandits.
I'm writing my notes on where we are. Bandits dash goodbye bridge.
That's the name of the title.
That's what I was
Bye,
fixing to
Bridge.
say.
Yep.
All right, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Alignment Shift. Sorry there wasn't much in the way of combat, but they ran away from the banshees. So
And then
And wouldn't you?
And I
I mean-
definitely patrol.
there was only 12 of them. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
really.
Hang tone.
Spoilers.
all right.
No spoilers. Sapala did her spell and knew exactly how many were down there.
She didn't tell us.
I said no. I did. I said there's about a dozen.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
Never mind
no one
then.
listens to me. I already know that.
End it, Cal.
Hey, we'll see you next week.
I'm a casual disaster.